I've somehow got my hand on both Garuda's ass and Pietro's boob.
Nice. It's just another day on the subway. Eventually, Jenna finishes the ritual. Probably the most disturbing thing, Jenna, is that there is no magical aura on the door. It is just a normal door.
Ooh, open it up.
Okay.
Check it for traps. The non-magical variant. Stand here at the back.
I'll do, I guess, a little investigation check to see if there's a non-magical trap.
Sure. Okay. Your investigations revealed to you that this door and the surrounding stonework are exceptionally well made. You don't think that the problem will even be a trap, but the sheer quality of the lock and the opening mechanism for the door, it feels like they definitely didn't want people to easily be able to open it. The effort of construction seems to have been in strengthening the frame, the surrounding walls, and the quality of the door and the lock itself, rather than some wimpy trap.
They just left the key laying around.
Well, I mean, it wasn't laying around. It was on a dude's desk, but I mean, you know.
I mean, laid around on a dude's desk.
I mean, you all work in the real world. How many of your bosses have their password on a Post-it note under their keyboard?
Oh,
I mean,
so
come on
many.
now. All right.
All right. Okay. Well, I will insert the key into the lock and open the
Okay.
door.
Despite the many years, thanks to dwarven craftsmanship, TM, the key slides in easily. You give it a turn, and the door begins to grind open, sliding into the walls. Beyond is a chamber choked in dust, massive cobwebs, and the ravages of time. The floor is stone tiles of expert craftsmanship, though there has been some damage to the ceiling that has since collapsed in places, revealing the natural stone above. In certain places, there are leakages where the water of the Great Sea has slowly but surely made its way through the earth and into the dungeon. So, yeah. You'll also notice, if you have any sort of OCD, that the tiles do not match up with the grid. Such is the madness of this place. It's not anyone's fault, not the map maker or the DM who tried really hard to get them to fit, but he couldn't get them to fit because the map wasn't designed properly. It has nothing to do with that. It's the madness of this place.
I appreciate your attention to detail in your description, but I
Mhm.
despise you for pointing that out to me.
Yep. I can
would-
make it
probably
worse
wouldn't have
by
noticed it.
I could make it worse by changing the grid so it's visible. So you try to match to the tiles and you can't. I mean, how bad do you want your Eldritch horror experience to be?
Guys, somebody squish Zolgramath. Look at him. He's
Oh my
dying.
god!
Somebody stepped on him.
Just trying to
Grab
fit.
Yeah, that's what squeezing. I'm sorry, but this is what squeezing performance looks like. Not everybody's gonna like it, but this is what it is. In Foundry, it's so smart that it automatically reshapes your token to fit whatever area. No, I'm making all that shit up. All right, so he comes out into here, and you hear sort of inflating sound, and he gets back to normal size. That was terrible.
I feel like Gertie's a little small as well.
Well, because you guys have control of them, I made them like smaller so that they wouldn't like fall through the walls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there's
I
all
feel you,
sorts
I
of yes, but they are huge still, but they're definitely taking advantage of their serpentine bodies to squeeze through these passages. Dwarven make, so the ceiling here is barely 10 feet in places, barely 10 feet. And even then, for a dwarf, I mean, that's double size right there. I mean, dwarf only 5 foot. That's a vaulted ceiling right there, 10 feet. All right, Gravik, please give me a dexterity save as you enter the webbing. Okay, you are caught tight. Here you will die, trapped in webbing. There's no one to save you. The webbing is so thick as to recreate a web spell. So you could try to burn it down, or cut through it, or just slowly strip all the fur off of Gravik as he duct tape hot wax treatments his way through the webbing.
I could
Or-
burn
I
it,
mean,
but
why don't we
you'll probably
pull him
take
out
some
and then
damage.
yeah, we can pull him out and then set it on fire.
Okay.
Like we can.
There
all
was a
huddle in the middle.
time, Gravik, a long time ago, you've been told by other Minotaurs that the sexy thing for Minotaurs to do was to wax their entire body except for the head and shoulders area, so that you had a more human-looking body. I don't know how your personal beliefs are on that, but it sounds painful. A painful thing to do for fashion.
That's perverted.
Yeah.
Baphomet made me as beautiful as I am.
It was also during that era, the second age of magic, some call it, that the bigger your head was, the better Minotaur you were. So the big head Minotaurs sort of ruled the rest of the Minotaurs with their beautifully waxed bodies. It was a whole thing. I don't know why I'm giving you so much history about Minotaurs right now, but it just kind of came to mind as you settled in to die here in the webs. You started thinking about all the stuff you never have time for. So.
How did I get here? On a
Yep.
grand scale?
It started thinking about shrimp cocktail, and then the next thing you do, you were thinking about body waxing and big head Minotaurs. I don't know.
Okay, you jest. I was literally thinking that he would take his horns, spin them in the webs so that he had like web chunks on his horns that were sticky, and he would start putting fish bits on them and munching on them as a snack as he walks through the dungeon.
Cotton candy, fish flavor. Good stuff. All right, you guys watch. Gravik is deep in meditative thought. Obviously, as a cleric, he's doing some kind of praying right now. So
Pietro is systematically burning the cobwebs.
okay, fair enough. Because of their web-like nature, web in italics because it's a spell that we're talking about, they do catch fire and begin to burn. Using powerful graphic design tools, I will simulate the burning of these webs to show that they catch fire and eventually burn out. Look at that shit. Okay.
Oh, do we save graphic before he starts taking fire damage?
I mean, that's totally up to you. So.
Okay.
He
Pietro will
can
go
attempt
over
a
and
strength
he
check.
will-
He can do a strength to
Yeah.
try to save himself. Yeah.
He will assist. He
Okay.
will help pull Gravik free.
Oh yeah, no problem, Gravik. You tear yourself free. Leave a little bit of fur behind. It's okay.
I'm scandalized by this and try and like reposition my armor or whatever, like anything
Yeah.
I can to try and like hide the furless bits. For the first time, I understand Garuda's fanny pack and the appeal. You can turn it any which way and hide hairless tufts.
That's true. There's more Garuda and his fanny pack on his OnlyFans, if you are interested in that. But that's outside the scope of this adventure. So.
Someone want to lead the way?
Intrigued and repulsed the prospect of a Lost Realms OnlyFans.
I don't
Garuda
like to use my gifts of prophecy too much, but within 10 years, there will be CGI furry OnlyFans accounts. So anything's gonna
10
be.
years. I'm sure they're working on it furiously right now.
Well, I mean, Bonnie's only half bunny, so I don't think it counts. But anyways, all right. Your massive bulk champagne cork pops out into a larger chamber. This room has a massive 15-foot high ceiling. The 25-foot by roughly 20 to 15-foot platform does lead to a drop-off. Down below, in the shadowy murk, you hear the churning sounds of a river. Most people would be like, a river underground? That doesn't make any sense. But those people are A, idiots, and B, don't play enough Dungeons & Dragons, because there's rivers underground in real life, and a hell of a lot of underground rivers in D&D. You guys, except for Gravik, I think, have encountered such a river before. Could it be the same? Could it be the same river? If you had followed that river from the first area, would you have ended up in the last dungeon? Question mark. The river does seem to be
Can we load
flowing.
our save file that we have from the first dungeon?
Just to double check. Yeah. Flowing from east to west, the river goes, and there is a. I don't want to call it a bridge, but there is a ledge here that spans the chasm, and I think on the other side you see more chasm. Over to your right, you see more of the ledge. It is apparent that at some point the floor in this area collapsed.
I feel a lot less confident about hurtling my minotaur bulk across the chasm to land here, knowing that the floor was collapsing.
Yes.
Don't worry, Gravik. Yes. I'll fly over and catch you like you caught me.
Garuda, with your mighty 8 strength, but your amazing perception, you do see that there is some kind of cocoon over here.
Oh, never mind, Pietro, you should go first.
The cocoon looks like thus. It's one of the most beautiful cocoons I've ever seen. So
I have the fly spell. I only have 2 spell slots in which to use it, so I'm not super keen on that. But I do have it.
Can I shoot the cocoon?
Garuda, you're super quiet.
Oh, god damn it.
Said there's a cocoon?
Yeah, right here. I can see it.
Yeah. You're super quiet. I've already got you turned up as far as you can go.
Yeah, I have you turned up as loud as you can, too.
Who is this that we need to turn up? Garuda?
Garuda. Okay. I think the issue may be on his end, though. If we're not going to use spells, Pietro is just going to get out his pitons, rope, and hammer and start kind of making handholds so he can, shimmy across and up.
All right.
Yeah, I have a solution to this problem, but it would require a 5th level spell.
Yeah, let's not put spells. Right.
Afra, with your background of Indiana Jones, you realize that the bulk of Gertie, and especially Zalgramath, is going to be exceedingly problematic in this area. Now, Zalgramath does have a climb speed, so he could try to go on the wall and ceilings, though you have already seen signs of collapse on the ceilings.
Is this better?
Well, Zalgramath
can better.
Fly. It can fly too. Got a little pair
That's
of
true.
wings.
He's got his little pair of wings.
Okay, guys, don't worry. I'll fly over and I'll catch you all. Just jump and believe in me.
Okay.
I'm just picturing Garuda standing there, arms outstretched, Gravik flying across, Garuda catching him in the midriff, and then spinning all ballerina style. Or dancer style with Gravik just horizontally holding his arms.
Let's make it happen, Gravik.
It's like the ultimate definition of bird-chested.
Perhaps we have Mario go take a look so we can decide which way we want to go.
I think that would be good.
So I'm gonna go into a trance-like state in Gertie's embrace.
My bird-chested gift didn't work. Oh well.
Sorry, I didn't realize the beetle taking up residence underneath my chair.
Is this a door?
Let's see. Over here with this pink arrow, yes, that is another door. Similar to the one you saw before.
And he's gonna fly over here,
Okay, you
These
see a
like old
second.
supplies.
Yeah, you see a second cocoon. And you do see some old derelict supplies.
So I'm looking at it like pretty closely, like in my, like through Mario's eyes, like 10 feet away. Is there like any kind of like knowledge check that might
Give me
be able to
an
determine what they
investigation
are?
or perception.
Make sure they're not moving.
You could also do nature if you were so inclined.
I'll do investigation. 19.
There are definitely bulky, squat, but medium-sized bones inside those cocoons.
Alright, let me look at Mario's capabilities. Do the cocoons look old? Like how? Like I'm sure they look aged, or do they
They
look
do.
fresh?
Oh no, they look aged.
Where is Mario's character sheet? I'm sorry, I can't find it. Here it is.
Remember, you should be able to alt double-click on his miniature to
Yep,
bring up
yep.
his character sheet.
Man, my feet are kicked up. I'm leaning real far back. I should be doing that. That's my bad. Alright, yeah, so he's got his stinger. He's gonna cut this one open with his stinger.
Okay. There's a lot of things about that are not going to work. But he starts to try. And there is some movement inside of said cocoon. And I'm going to go ahead and roll some initiative.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
Okay. All right.
For Mario's sake, let's hope he gets a good initiative. Ooh, not great.
Anyone else who cares about Mario in any way or is bored can also roll into initiative.
Oh, we gotta care about Mario? Yeah, you can just take me out of the track, man.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I said it was an or statement. It was an or statement.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see. Man, this music is so depressing. All right. Let's start things off. Jenna, what are you gonna do?
Jenna's gonna come to her senses, and she's gonna use her action to put Mario back into his pocket dimension.
Oh, fair enough.
Boop.
All right, Garuda, to you.
He starts blasting that cocoon.
Okay. Yeah, as you do, you see puffs of ominous greenish, grayish smoke begin to burst out of it. You see the creature that was animating let out one trembling moan as it falls over dead.
I don't know what that was, but I killed it. He thumbs up to himself.
There's another one behind you, to the left.
He turns around and looks at Pietro.
I don't have wings. What do you want me to do about it?
You're like with the spiders. They like you.
No, that does not mean I'm good with them. It means they like to eat me.
All right.
Just like
This La Mumia comes into view. And let's see. You got a good enough strength. Okay. It is going to, unlike a shambling zombie, this mummy's actually moving pretty quick, going way back to one of the greatest mummy movies of all time, The Mummy. This thing kind of scampers about hungrily, and then finally makes the leap towards you, Garuda. This is going to play out a number of different ways, but let's see how it goes. The creature is going to try and grapple you. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics or athletics check. Ooh, all right. It grabs a hold of you, and the two of you begin to tumble down and then into the river. You are grappled.
Or reaction, try to grab Garuda, since I'm right next to him.
Oh, man. That would be super cool if you could. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oof. All right. You reflexively sort of reach out to try to grab him, but before you realize what has happened, there are just feathers in your hand. Down he goes, and then into the dark water. All right. Gravik, you're up.
Alright, Gravik's gonna draw his lightsaber and leap over the edge.
Oh shit, okay.
I'm wearing Mariner's plate.
Alright.
So,
you sploosh down into the water. This is a big cannonball.
Alright. And with my trusty goggles of night, I think I could see them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and cut this thing that's taken my friend. So I will, where's my Sunblade? I will Sunblade him. And,
Oh, you definitely do. You definitely do.
Yeah.
What is the extra D8 for being a cleric, right?
No, that's, oh, yeah, hold on. Yes, that's the,
undead or something?
No, that's the undead one. Sorry, the 6 radiance, the undead. I forgot to check mark.
Oh, well, this is an undead, so there you go.
Yeah, I forgot. This is the divine strike. My apologies.
Okay. It takes damage. As it does, there is a burst of grayish, greenish mist that sort of is dampened by the water, obviously, that you guys are in. Still, 5 points of necrotic damage to you and Garuda.
Ooh. And then I'll use my War Priest ability to make an extra attack.
Okay.
And I will try it again to shake him off of him.
That is also going to hit, and also dampened by the water, another burst of grave dust comes off of the creature. 7 damage to you and Garuda necrotic.
And that's only 13 to it. The 4 does not apply.
All right, fair enough. The creature is certainly bloodied by all this, but still going. You guys also feel the pull of the river that you have found yourselves in, and are being washed in a westward direction with some rapidity. So at the end of the round, I'll just move anybody that's still in the river a set number of squares in the current's direction, but it is moving quite quickly. All right. I guess you will be able to make a athletics check if you don't want to get pulled along. So that'll be a thing. All right, Gertie, the dragon eel. What are you gonna do?
Gertie loves to protect her friends. She's gonna slither into the water.
Okay.
She has 2 attacks.
It is a drop of about 50 feet to get down there, but that's no big deal because falling is free movement essentially. So you sploosh down into the river. There you go.
Yeah, she has 2 attacks. She's gonna substitute both of those attacks to grab onto Garuda and grab onto Gravik.
Unfortunately, rules is written. Monsters cannot divvy up their multi-attack.
Okay.
Yep. In October, when I house rule a bunch of shit, that will probably change. But rules is written. They can't do that.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Then
So what to say is Prepare for pain and suffering.
Maybe.
And she's just gonna multi-attack the thing.
Okay,
then.
fair enough.
Alright, here's a bite, and here's a tail slap.
Oh my. Yeah. You don't need the tail slap. With the bite, you tear into the creature and mess it up, but good. As you do, one last burst of grave dust comes out of the creature, dealing 4 damage necrotic to Gertie, Garuda, and Gravik. That's 3 Gs.
And she's gonna say, "Grab on, I'll swim us ahead." That's her turn.
Okay. Pietro, 3 of your allies are now 50 feet down in a rapidly moving underground river. It goes who knows where and comes from who knows where.
Before the mummies got triggered, was I able to set any of the pitons?
Yeah, I would assume you had started going while little man was flying around. So
Okay. In that case, I would like to very quickly tie off my rope to one of the pitons, and then the other end around myself, and then sort of special forces rappel down real quick and hold my action to assist getting somebody up, mainly Garuda, since he doesn't really have strength on him.
All that sounds pretty cool. So you sort of rappel down the side here, and present yourself as something to grab onto.
Yes.
All right, Zalgramath, to you.
Now that I have room, I'm going to slither forward and watch things unfold. I'll do the dodge action.
Okay. Alrighty. Afra, to you.
I would like to move like just up to the edge there. And with my knowledge of ancient structures and dwarven ruins and so on, is it possible to determine via some sort of check if the river might continue this direction, like to where the door is going? Like, could our friends just swim along?
Oh, so what you see, and you have seen things like this before, is right now you could see the river and there's room above the river, but where the river hits right there, the ceiling is so low as to it is just river, right? So you'd be submerged completely if you went that way. That's also against the current. Over here, you do see that same situation. Right around here, ceiling is so low that you would be completely submerged in the river.
Okay. I am also just gonna dodge.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything.
Archaeologists, with many construction projects, taking advantage of local waterways to transport building supplies was a common practice both in the overworld and in the Underdark. So it could be that this river flows in and out and through the entire structure that you're in. But you know, it's impossible to know for sure. All right. These Lamumias are quite dead. So at the end of the round, things begin flowing this way. I'm going to say that Gertie is certainly large enough and aquatic enough that she can fight the current. I'm going to have the other people make strength checks or athletics checks to see if they can maintain. Okay.
I don't know where the +2 came from, so that's not there.
Okay. Gravik, despite your bulk, you
Dragons.
do feel yourself pulled towards the west. Just a bit. Just a bit. Garuda, it's Wild Rapids. You're at the fucking
Oh,
water
dear.
park. Yeah. You just whee! You're just off you go on adventure.
As he leaves my threatened space, can I reaction grab him?
You may attempt to grab him, but it is going to be a dexterity saving throw to see if you can grab him. Just show like your reaction speed here.
My reflexes. All right. Yeah, that's totally. You know what? Don't worry, Garuda. I got this.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. So yeah, as he's beginning to flow away, you reach out and grab a bunch of tail feathers and hold him in place.
Oh.
All right.
If you don't consent, let me know when I let go.
Well, I always like surprise finger at the ball.
Wow.
Hey, whatever gift floats your boat, I guess.
Bum appropriation there, bird folk. Bum appropriation. So, all right. Well, I guess you guys still have bums. You just don't have bum holes. I don't know why I'm thinking about that this morning. All right.
They probably have. They probably do. I mean, where's the poop go out of? Like,
they got cloacas. They got cloacas.
All right. Well, Gertie is a phenomenal swimmer and very, very strong. So she gets a chance. She'll grab onto everybody and.
Okay, so you kind of are grabbing people and swimming against the current. What is the plan? Are you just gonna swim in place? I can take you out of.
Is this like a ledge or is this?
Yeah. So down there, see where it says elevation change?
Yep.
Down there is 50 feet down. So everybody that's down in the water is 50 feet down from everybody else.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna like just kind of first perch Garuda into the air because he can fly, and then she's just gonna grab onto Gravik or tell him to grab onto her, and then she's just gonna try and climb this 50-foot ledge.
Okay.
Oh my.
Over here. With Gravik on her back.
She's very strong, and you're not in combat, so eventually she can climb out of the pit. Or the chasm. All right.
Yeah, I can just fly up.
Alfred, you want to go look at over there? I just saw some supplies ish. Looked old.
Can I guess? Could I? What would I need to do to use Pietro's rope to get across?
It looks like he's already got it in place. You're a light individual. It shouldn't be.
Well, it's down, so I would just need to hammer some pitons into the wall to help her.
Yeah, it shouldn't be anything too crazy. You're not exceptionally heavy or clumsy or anything. So you could have probably, Afra, just gone across the narrow ledge here. Yeah, I mean, there's a narrow ledge here. You could do that whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Shimmy.
Yeah, shimmy. There you go.
Okay.
All right. You shimmy over and do a quick inspection. These are ancient supplies. Centuries ago, they were overcome by decay. Your best guess is that these were supplies that were used in either the construction or the maintenance of this facility. So most of it, despite the dwarven make, have given way to the ravages of time. But it was essentially like dry goods, mining equipment, construction materials, things like that.
And a treasure.
You don't see any treasure off the top of, yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you want to do an active investigation check, you can, but it does seem to just be ambient supplies.
I mean, I don't know that I can not do an active investigation check.
Okay. Oh, it's definitely just junk.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Jenna's gonna also walk across the ledge because she's tiny and use the ropes. She's gonna cut open this cocoon with her dagger.
Okay.
And investigate the. She's gonna look at the body and see if she can discern what the creature is and more about it.
Okay. It is a dwarf, or it was at some point.
Do I know what kind of creature would like be able to turn it into like this monstrosity or form of undead?
I go with, in this particular type of creature, a religion check would be covering this type of creature.
Okay. Roll that.
Yeah, I mean, more than likely, the trauma of its death and the failure to receive burial rites, and the condition of its corpse, were all perfect ingredients to create a creature very similar to a mummy.
That's what I want for Halloween house.
Hmm.
No, that's true. That's a lie.
Well, I couldn't tell if
Alright,
that
so
was
there's not like any.
Seer.
So there's not like any invisible spider or anything that wrapped it up into this cocoon, or
Yeah, I mean, you don't see any invisible spiders.
or just start firebolting everywhere.
Okay.
5
me
feet of wall
grab
at a time.
Can I
I'm
do a
kidding.
my
I'm
perception-
incredible.
kidding.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check for invisible spiders?
Certainly. Okay. 17 is pretty good, even over the rushing sounds of the river 50 feet below, echoing and reverberating up from the chasm. You don't hear any of Pietro's buddies hiding invisibly.
Crash, sorry to interrupt. I'm seeing tokens in the dead space.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah.
Is everybody seeing tokens in the dead space?
Oh, he's in
Yeah.
the wall. He's in the. Oh, I don't
Why?
see it. It's only if you're in the
Goddamn.
wall you're gonna.
Goddamn large creatures. All right.
It's where you put
don't,
me.
Don't put yourself at the wall anymore. Did you see all sorts of horrors that traumatized you? I hope so.
I signed an NDA with the DM. I can't talk about it on the
Okay.
stream.
Fair enough.
Alright, is there a ledge on this wall too? To go to the door side? On this wall?
No, there's not.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Gertie to stick her tail out. And she's gonna consent because I control her. And I'm gonna grab onto her tail and she's gonna kind of whoosh me across over here.
Okay.
That's okay.
Is
I
she
mean, I
gonna
don't-
do the same thing for me?
Yeah, she's gonna offer her tail for everybody.
All right, you guys cross the Eel Dragon Bridge.
Zoldermath
she does-
will turn his nose up at the proffering of the tail. He'll just skitter onto the
Oh,
ceiling.
she doesn't offer it to Zolder.
Yeah, it's definitely not for Zolgrath or Gravik. Gravik too big. She don't need that thing pulled off. So. I mean, Gravik, you could always ask a stronger person for help. Zolgrath could carry you like a little baby with some of his arms.
I'm just gonna like mount him and be like, go.
Mm.
Zoldermath will not move.
Oh, dang.
Get off me.
Zolgrath, take DM inspiration only for Zolgrath.
I am not a mount. Get off.
This guy be washed away by now. Goodbye, little boy.
I'm gonna shout at Gravik. Be nice. Ask politely.
It doesn't matter how polite he is. It's not happening. He's just gonna skitter onto the ceiling and away.
It's not even room anyways. Heifer, let's take a look at this door.
I have rope.
Let them figure out who's more manly.
Is there a chance the same key might fit in this door?
It's a good chance. It's a good
I
chance.
am still detecting magic, but just in
Okay.
case.
The only magic you're detecting is the magic of friendship.
It's all around me. It feels good.
Mhm.
Well, I will go ahead and insert the key and unlock the door.
Okay. The doors slide into the walls, and beyond, you do see a staircase, another area choked with webbing.
Say, Garuda, there's another cocoon. Come shoot it.
Okay,
There are many cocoons. The cocoons, as the doors shutter open, begin to roll themselves into some sweet, sweet initiative.
Afra, why'd you get to back up and not me? You open
Yeah,
the
what
door and immediately run back.
In Foundry, we have something called a pause button that stops excitable players from moving themselves out of turn. Can't wait for that feature. All right. Let's see.
I just wanted to jump in on the same tactic.
I know. If you want to move first in combat, the best thing to do is to win initiative. You can quote me on that. I'm telling you that as a person that rolled a 6 for the initiative almost every fight last night for 6 fucking hours. So, it was.
Wouldn't have been grand if initiative was rerolled every round.
That'd be dope as shit. All right. Let's see. Everybody's rolled into initiative. Afra, you may now scuttle away strategically, away from the door.
No, instead, I'm gonna do a new and fancy thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do this.
Well, I'm quite familiar with this. I even have a costume for you to wear.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Okay. Bloop.
Oh, that's cool.
That is amazing. Oh my god, that and Shadowblade.
Oh, it's a broken ass ability. I like it. I don't like the fact that some shithead bard could just steal it from them. So, yeah.
Honestly, Bard should be
you give that.
limited.
Yeah.
No, don't
Why
you
do we
take
hate
that
the
from
bards?
bards.
Bards
Don't
are
you
good
take
enough
that
already.
from bards.
They shouldn't
I'm
get
taking it.
fine- They shouldn't
I'm
get
taking it.
able to get the fine steeds.
Yeah,
Armor
we're
Magathis.
gonna lose a lot of community members in October. I'm gonna prepare parting packages for them. So,
How many people are playing bards that are just like?
What are you doing in September?
what am I
is
doing in
going on?
September? I'm overhauling Earth, baby. I'm overhauling everything. All right, so let me set up your spooky costume. Here we go. The one problem with this is it's super hard for Roll20 to process the changing of light, right? Because you effectively change light around you to be dark or dim, blah, 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 blah. The best way I could interpret this is to give you like an aura, and then we just have to pay attention to what the aura is doing. So I think the aura for this is 10 feet.
Yeah.
Is the first increment? Okay.
Yep.
All right. There we go. So we could just take this other Afra, just throw her in the trash can. So let's put her back here. All right.
Fine.
Now Afra the Edgelord is all that's left.
Okay. Well, after
right.
the edgelord is still concentrating, so I'm
All
gonna
right.
do that. And then, okay, so I'm in that case just gonna run into the room and make myself a target.
Okay.
Damn, tank Afro. First time I ever saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after this fight, it'll be the last time.
Aw.
Yeah, because after she gets hit 100 billion times, she's like, "Oh, love this."
Actually, no, you know what? I've got a bonus action. Let's pull out a tentacle, because
Okay.
no, let's not. We'll save the tentacles.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Save
I'll
the
just
tentacles.
stand there. It's fine.
Zolgramath, you're up.
All right, let's see. We've got a 40-foot climb speed, so we're gonna mosey. Let's see. It'd be a waste of the breath weapon just to blast this thing here, but
How do
Fuck
you
it,
waste
let's do
something
it.
that comes back every
Yeah, well, no, it's
18
just like
seconds.
you just kind of want to use it on more targets, but we'll just use
That's
our
fair.
breath weapon
On this sweet boy right here. It's
that
going to have
sweet boy right there.
disadvantage. Yeah, because it's still trying to get out of its sleeping bag. So, mummies are renowned for those dex saves. So let's see. Disadvantage. It is completely incinerated. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. All right. And anything else from Zalgramath? We'll go ahead and tick on your. I use my breath weapon signifier. There we go. All right, Pietro.
No, he's gonna free up a couple hands and he's just gonna tap his fingers together like good.
Pietro, you're up.
I didn't jump across because I was foolishly role-playing in a role-playing game. How far away is...
I mean, the Gertie Bridge is still there, so...
if the Gertie Bridge is still there, would that be like a climb, or...
Since we're in combat, yeah, just give me an athletics check.
All right.
Yeah, no problem. So half speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then of course Gertie spaces are difficult terrain. But yeah, you make your way across the chasm.
Okay. I'll not bonus. I will action dash.
Sure.
To get here. And
all right.
It'll be Pietro's turn.
Okay. Let's see. Sweet chunky boy right here is going to tear free of his cocoon and just sort of stumble into the dock and try to attack this swirling blob of tentacly shadows. All right.
It will have disadvantage.
It's true. It's true. Let's see. All right, here we go. With disadvantage. It misses. Okay. And I think then it will do a little shuffle to here, and that will be its turn. Jenna the Generous, you're up.
All right, so is this darkness or is this dim light?
It is.
Well, this dungeon is not lit in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it turns dim light into darkness and bright light into dim light.
So okay, so this is darkness.
So the area around Afra is super dark. Yep, it is. You cannot see.
We're telepathically linked, and I can see in her eyes. So
right.
Can I see across, or I don't want to try and break her spell, because it's one of the best parts about it is that it kind of has what's it called? Friendly fire in the form of darkness. I'll just shoot a fireball.
Now keep in mind.
I remember.
Keep in mind that this is not magical, even though it's being caused by a spell. This is not the same as the darkness spell. So this is darkness that dark vision. Dark vision. Correct. Okay. Dark vision would work.
All right. Yeah. Then I'll just see that one right there.
It's a cool spell, but it's also sort of a weird spell because
it's actually the first time I've seen it.
The only thing you can't actually see is me.
Believe it or not.
Space that I am in.
Yeah, she's a swirling nimbus of darkness at the center of all of it.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I'm not perusing the warlock spell list in my free time. I don't.
I don't believe it.
There's some good ones. There's some good spells in there.
I don't doubt it. This one looks really good. I'll firebolt.
Just ask a bard which warlock spells are the best. They'll be able to tell you.
I'll firebolt the one next to Afra.
Okay. That does hit the one next to Afra, and set it on fire. As you do, it begins to create a smoke in a 10-foot radius around it. This smoke is quite deadly. Let's see. Oh, I should probably make sure that I turn on these auras that I'm enabling for everybody. Let's see. Oh, I guess black doesn't show up. Let's see. What would be a good color? Ugly green? There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Now you're making like a Venn diagram or whatever. So that's cool. All right. Since it is now on fire, its retribution-esque aura goes much further. So here is some necrotic damage from it being hurt. It spreads to everything in the aura around it. So
is it
15.
like a 10-foot sphere, or is it?
I mean, it's a 10-foot radius, but you know,
Okay.
I'm trying to get into the habit of moving away from square templates. Since we're almost done with August, kind of deal.
Sure.
And yeah, and square templates will be gone at the end of the month. So.
Will this count as hitting me with an attack for my reaction ability, or no?
An attack has an attack roll, so no.
Okay.
Yep, this would be an area effect. But good question. All right, so 15 points of necrotic damage to, it looks like Zalgramath and Afra the Edgelord.
Well, the reason I was asking if it was spherical or not is he's 15 feet up on the ceiling.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So
I mean, you're
range.
asking if it's spherical. Yeah, totally. He's not making a disc of smoke. He's making a bubble of smoke. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
I think that gets rid of my spell.
Also, Zolgramath is 15 feet from top to bottom.
No.
All right. Well, in that case, I will
Half,
play fair
not
and I'll
the
get
whole
rid of my
half.
10
Okay.
HP.
Oh, okay.
10 or half the damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jenna's
being a big creature is cool till it's not. Big creatures, they suffer. They suffer a lot. Nobody talks about the suffrage.
I will chalk
of the
this
big
up to a
creatures.
learning experience. So if I'm not playing fair, you just say.
Oh, no
"Hey,
worries.
not
No
playing
worries.
fair."
Jenna's gonna be like, sorry, didn't know that would happen. You're doing great. And she's gonna back up.
Okay. Yeah, you have lit like an incense burner for Afra's romantic first time as a tank, which is just, I think, really enhancing the experience for her. So there we go.
Okay.
Here's your flaming. Here's your flaming mummy.
Kills the fuck out of this guy.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Garuda. You heard them call your name. Kills the fuck out of this guy. So, what are you gonna do? Oh, Jenna, worth mentioning. It's vulnerable to fire. It took double damage from that attack.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Like mummy do. All right, yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. You blast that incense burner. I'm assuming that's who you're shooting at, right? Yeah. All right. As it is blasted, there is an explosion of grave dust from the creature. Big boy Zalgramath and smaller lady Afra, you both take 14 points of damage now that it is burning up. That dust is spreading very far. You still maintain concentration.
Is it dead?
With the 17, you have bloodied it.
I have like 3 more attacks, Crash.
Oh, okay. The second shot does kill it, but as you shoot it that second time, there is another explosion of dust. 18 to Zalgramath. And this is reminiscent of that battle against the trolls when you were babies. They had the poison blood, and the sweet turtle died. Oh man, those were good times.
I remember it.
Yeah. In that moment, you're transported back to those good times. All right. So you had one shot left.
Yeah. Yep.
That wasn't needed. Yeah.
In the back.
Okay. That cocoon lets out a guttural sort of cry as you shoot it. All right. And it takes 25 points of damage. And there's a small explosion of grave dust from the creature.
He goes, sorry, Alfred, you're doing a great job up there.
Okay.
And
All right.
Garuda will definitely take a few steps back. Fly over the ledge, and that'll be his turn.
Okay. This one is going to very slowly, but purposefully, begin making its way towards the darkness. All right. That brings us to this sweet boy right here. You hear the tearing of webbing cocoon, and it is going to slowly begin moving towards the darkness. Sensing life at the center of all the swirling energy, it raises its venomous fist and tries to punch the darkness with disadvantage. Okay. 20.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right. Tank Afra does 20 hits. All right.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Okay. You take 11 points. This is an actual attack if you wanted to use your rogue stuff on it.
I did.
Yeah, 11 attack, or 11 damage, and a bunch of other shit. Constitution saving throw, or you are cursed forever and ever for the rest of your life. No one can ever stop it. Or I guess remove curse. One of the two. Okay. You are not cursed, and you do not lose your spell. Well done.
So that's a total of 19 damage.
All right. As one of your shadowy tentacles whips out at the creature, dealing necrotic damage, you realize that this creature is powered by necrotic energy. So it does not take any damage. That's where I was going with that.
Damn.
All right. Let's see. That brings us to Gravik.
All right. Gravik is going to
Oh, you're
dash.
still all the way back there, Gravik? Oh, man.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going
All
to
right.
leap up from this part of the ledge, and I'm going to slam into this wall. There's webbing on this wall, right?
Technically, yes.
Sweet. So I'm going to do a running long jump and stick myself to this wall here.
Okay, so you willingly fail your dex save to get stuck at the web on the far wall. That's a brilliant strategy. You succeed brilliantly.
Excellent. And then now because I needed to use dash movement for that, I don't have an action to pull myself off until
Okay.
next round.
All right.
But next round I'll
Wait to cause him to peel off the wall.
Afra,
God, my
you
picture
hear a
gets funnier and
small
funnier.
you hear a small
Fucking
earthquake.
lady.
Yeah, a small earthquake type sound from this wall right here, as if something massive has slammed onto the wall from the other side.
Yep, that's
Even
weird.
La Mumias look over like the fuck as that loud impact to the wall. All right, top of the round. It is Afra's turn. Did I miss a mummy? Yeah, there's one right
May
here.
have.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll this sweet boy to initiative now. Okay. So
Earthquake
Sleeping
will come up.
extra hard.
yeah, this guy was he was sleeping so hard. All right, Afra, start things off for us.
Okay, I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna make 2 attacks at advantage with my Chaos Dagger.
Okay. Yeah, they
And-
both hit.
Let's call them against this one. First one will have sneak attack.
All right. This one has already been damaged a bit. So let's see. It's going to take, 23 points of damage because that radiant. There you go. All right. And then another 12 points of damage on top of that. Well done. You have finished this one off. Unfortunately, it does dust you twice before that happens. For 11 and then 15. All right, you managed to maintain your concentration through it all. The hideous.
I am also looking kind of hurt.
Oh, nice. I don't know. You look kind of
You
badass.
don't, you look kind of like can't even see your health bar. You're just a bunch of
Yeah.
Like
mess of darkness.
Yeah.
You actually would fit in really well with this. A lot of the creatures of this dungeon. It's good disguise. All right. Anything else from Afra?
I am actually gonna. I'm like super hurt, you guys. I'm gonna
What?
disengage.
Oh, okay.
And bonus action disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, yeah, Pietro, I Venmo'd you the $5. You won the bet. So.
Call it. Call it. One must not only have fortitude of spirits, but fortitude of body.
Yeah, sometimes
can cut damage in half.
Yeah, sometimes Taken does require some HP.
You just
all
need
right.
a warding bond. She's good to go.
True. All right, Zolgramath to you.
Oh my god, I did Gertie a disservice. I forgot to roll her into initiative. I'm sorry.
It's a hard life. Control the
She was being
she
was being a bridge. She was being a bridge.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right. So Zolgramath,
I accidentally rolled her with advantage.
Zolgramath
So she would
does
have
not
a
get
4.
his breath weapon back.
It's fine. I'll fix it. All right, Zolgramath. He doesn't get his breath weapon back. That's always bad feels. All right. What else you got?
He would like to turn and eat Gravik. No, I guess we'll just slither forward, and well, I guess we'll have to come down off the ceiling. We'll kind of do a corkscrew down. That way, we're not taking fall damage, because this is going to get ugly real fast. And then we're going to do 2 attacks on the mummy right here.
All right.
So we'll multi-attack. So that'll be a bite and then a constrict. I'm assuming 23 hits.
Oh yeah, 23 definitely hits. These mummies are very easy to hit. 25 damage to this one here.
Yep.
All right. That's definitely enough to get things started. It is still alive, and it puffs out some grave dust at you. Oh, 19 points of necrotic damage.
Beefy hit. All right. And then we'll follow it up with a constrict. 15.
You crush the life out of it. It explodes in a cloud of dust, dealing 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
All that remains, I believe, is this one right here, which tears free, birthing itself into the world. Unless you had more that you needed to do, Zolgramath.
No, I'm kind of stuck there at this point.
I think you skipped actual Pietro.
Oh, I did. Actual Pietro. You're up, and then it is a new Mumia.
All right.
There's time to go in and finish it off. Though by now you may have picked up on the fact that meleeing these things is dangerous. That could be something that
we don't know how much further we have to go, and Pietro did not dump intelligence, so he's going to.
Well, meta, if you mouse wheel far out, you might get an idea that this is a large map. So yeah, meta. But yes.
Wow. Anyway, we are going to position ourselves. Oh wait, that's a wall. Can't do that. Can I get here? Yeah, that's not right next to him. Oh, but it's 10 feet. Shit. I guess I'm just gonna stand back here and I'm gonna take a shot with my my crossbow, my heavy crossbow, and hope that I hit.
Are you trying to hit the one that's here? Because there's a solid wall in between you. You're seeing it through Zolgramath. If you select Pietro, and hit Control L, you'll see only what Pietro sees.
Select.
That's a DM
Did-
tool.
Oh, it's only
Players
for
don't get to
DMs?
use that.
Oh, I was about to say it's not
sorry.
working.
Man, getting so
All right.
spoiled with Foundry. Okay. Yeah. So you can only see it because Zalgarath can see it. But there's
Fuck it.
solid wall here.
We're just gonna have to do this the hard way. He's gonna.
Oh shit.
Pietro's gonna go in there and he's gonna slice and dice.
Fair enough.
This could get messy, so it's all right. We're gonna bonus action rage,
Okay.
and then we're gonna hit twice with 9 life stealer. So 29 for 24.
Definitely hits.
And oh wait, are they taking the poison damage or no? Since they're mummies.
Oh, they are definitely not taking the poison damage.
Okay, so
I'm mathing it out. I'm here
All right.
for you. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's gonna hit again.
And
It is
still going?
it is bloodied. But it did discharge. Ugh, what a terrible
All right.
word. Twice,
Okay.
filling
If
the
it's still-
small area around it with clouds of choking grave dust.
Minus Jesus 32. All right.
Yeah, that's why Afra's like, I'm getting the hell out of there.
I did just now realize that I could have uncanny dodged some of that, but I forgot.
You're too busy being cool. We get
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to dip into the health pot reserve. I'm gonna action surge, and we're gonna keep doing this.
Oh damn. Okay. Yep, that hits.
14 hits. Okay.
Mhm.
So I was about to burn a superiority die to make
Nope,
that happen.
you're good.
Oh, all right. And then
And that will finish it off
right.
as the last couple of clouds of grave dust poof out of its body. All right. With that, you have bested all of the guardians of this corridor.
I'm gonna, because I don't want to lose my spell if I don't have to. Dash forward.
Okay.
Well, that was all difficult terrain. And then bonus action, dash. And that's probably another turn to get to this door.
Okay.
And I want to open it.
Oh shit. Okay. Afra wants to stay in combat. So let me bring back up the initiative tracker here. I need everybody to roll in and take 2 turns for me.
Okay, so I go back.
I thought shadows lasted more than a minute. Is it only a minute?
No, it's a minute.
Roll in and take 2 turns. Like you don't mind if we move forward to catch up to her.
That's what I mean. Yeah, because she just took 2 turns in initiative, so I need to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
Does a 19 strength check pull me off the wall?
Yes, totally.
Purity dashes, and with her 2 turns.
Okay.
I will reload all my weapons in my 2 turns.
Okay.
Here.
All right. Here we go. I think what puts us at like 5 turns left. Sounds good. So, Afra, you open this door. It is similar to the others, but smaller.
Yes.
Okay.
With the key if I need to. I'm okay with it being an action if it must be.
All right. As you unlock the door and open it, beyond, you see a sprawling cavern. It has a much higher ceiling than what you've seen before, going a mighty 20 feet in the air. There are many areas where the floor has fallen away similar to the previous room. I will mark them with this hot pink marker. Sort of like caution tape. There you go. None of them seem insurmountably hard to leap across, but there's definitely missing floor. And you hear the telltale sound of the subterranean river rushing by 50 feet below. What is interesting is that newer construction reveals that people have constructed some bridges over the collapsed floor. There is an exit to the northwest and possibly to the southwest.
Going to relay all of the above and step out of the way.
Okay. Let's see. That brings us to Garuda, starting things off as we stay in initiative. What are you gonna do?
Also gonna mention that I don't see any enemies.
15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30, 40. I'm in here. I don't see nothing. Ready to attack if something pops up.
All right.
I'm sorry if this room is empty, guys. I just didn't want to waste this spell slot.
I mean, if the room's empty, you costed us nothing, so it's totally fine.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. That brings us to Gertie.
Gertie's a sinuous eel dragon. She's gonna slither in.
Okay. You do realize, pretty much anyone that has seen this door, unless you destroy the door, there is no way Zalgramath is going to fit through that doorway. Even with his sinuous body, like it's going to be too much for him to get through. So you'll have to figure out something at some point. All right, Gertie, as you slither through, it is a tight fit, but you make it. Same deal. You see this room, etc., etc., etc.
She'll use her action to dash and slither down here. And that's her turn.
All right. Okay, that brings us to Pietro.
Okay, Pietro's gonna come into the room. From where he's standing on the bridge, can you see if there's anything that looks pressure platey over here? Can I use my action to sort of look over?
Yeah. Do a search action for me. Perception or investigation. Okay. A number of things stand out to you as being potentially a bad situation. There is a large pile of maggots and grubs over here that are just sort of pooling on the ground like a swarm almost. Let me see if I could present you such a miniature. Here we go. So yeah,
I hate that one so much.
Yeah, so this is what it's just a carpet of these creatures. You do see that there is enough of them. Oh, that's not you. There's enough of them. There we go. That they do take up the two spaces here. They seem to be sort of eating whatever rotted goods were in those crates. Another thing that strikes you as interesting is up ahead, you do see some light in the darkness, flickering flames of light. The floor up ahead looks very broken and dangerous, like it would drop you down into a chasm. Over here, you see a spooky well. This is the kind of well that like a Japanese ghost would climb out of. That's how spooky it is. You have no idea why such a well is down here. It seems like a very weird feature, but I guess, it was probably used to dip down into the river before the floor collapsed. But other than that, you don't see anything too dangerous besides the room itself being crumbly and busted and all that jazz. You know that large creatures like Gertie, Zalgramath, Gravik, they're going to have a lot of trouble not collapsing the floor on themselves. Even now, you can hear the stones starting to sort of crack and crumble beneath Gertie's bulk.
Okay. And since the searching was my action, and now I'm hearing this cracking and crumbling, I will call out saying, perhaps the larger of us should hang back until we have a chance to scout this room. That'll be my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Zalgramath.
Zalgramath is going to continue taking the dodge action because he hurt. He hurting because he was there on the front line trying to show up Afra. But he's going to slither up and peek through.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and I need to see if I can get my breath weapon back. Important things.
Afra, the action economy miser. You are up. No, I've done the same thing as a player. You only get so many spell slots. You're not gonna fucking waste them. So Afra.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move up behind Pietro, and I'm gonna drink a healing potion. And that is my turn.
Okay. Jenna the Generous, you're up.
All right. Jenna is going to walk forward. So you said there's maggots over there. Should I blow them up? I'll shoot them.
I don't know. Should you?
I don't like them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want them on my screen.
Afra, you do feel the skin on your arm crawling as you look at those grubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a long time ago, but some experiences stick with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you almost died to them.
Yeah, that was almost our second death in the first session.
Hey man, the house that crawls was no joke. For a low-level dungeon, that was no joke. All right, you go ahead and you start blasting. You blow up one of the swarms of maggots. No sweat.
After I see Jen on fire, I'll fire too.
Okay. Yeah, you take a shot and you kill a few of them. Swarms, you know how they you know how they do. All right. Anything else from Jenna?
I think not. I'm gonna tell Gertie to spread her body out to disperse her weight. It should be really easy for her since she's a long eel. And kind of lay flat on the ground. Afra, why would there be bridges here? These look fresh. Do you know anything about them? Can you take a look? That's my turn.
Okay. As your turn ends, more music appears on Groovy 2.
Oh, I hear boss music.
Okay. You hear the bloop 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 of legendary actions. Jenna and crew, you watch as the maggots begin to multiply rapidly, spilling out into other squares nearby. And many of them begin to rise up and form into a column of maggots. And that column of maggots begins to form into a creature.
Oh,
All right, let's see. I have some art to show you of this creature.
I don't know if I want to see it.
All right, where is that
Just
art?
squint at it. It'll look like a pile of French fries,
There we go.
or not. That is not a pile of French fries.
Yeah.
juggling eyeballs.
Not a pile of French fries.
Yeah, apparently
Loading
the
eyeballs.
hollow part of its cowl is boiling over with eyes. As you look closely, you see that the robes and body of the creature are just made of tightly wound and squirming maggots. The creature, having rolled its initiative, begins to float in that spooky way that bad guys do. And as it does float, here we go. It moves to right about here. And it begins, let's see. Yeah, it begins casting a spell.
I'll counterspell it.
All right. As you go to counterspell it, what level are you counterspelling at?
3.
3. Oh. All right. Go ahead and give me a caster check. Which should just be raw charisma check.
Oh,
Or sorry,
I mean,
intelligence, because you're a wizard. All right. You do not succeed in counterspelling. You hear a crackling sound, and as you guys turn back, you see at the doorway a small black hole has appeared. It begins to pulsate with light, and in the black hole you see 1,000 galaxies born and die, and there is suddenly an implosion as negative energy goes everywhere. All of you need to make Constitution saving throws.
God damn it.
Oh, Pietro. That's pretty cool.
Great.
As you fail your saving throw, Pietro, the creature feeds on your weakness, gaining temporary hit points.
How many hit points do I lose?
You don't lose any. The creature just revels in your failure. I didn't write this ability, but damn, is it cool.
This seems custom tailored for DMs. Like, yes, let me feed on the sadness.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's really mean. Okay. Yeah. So that's a thing. All right. The DC for this spell was a 16.
Oh, in that case, Zolgramath failed as well.
Okay. So here comes the damage. If you failed, you take the full damage. If you succeeded, you take half the damage. It is going to be necrotic. Here we go. 29 points of necrotic damage.
Do we round down or up?
We round down in this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna uncanny dodge that as well.
Mm.
So I will only take 7.
Technically, it's been pointed out to me You can't because it's not an attack. It's really weird. So, the wording of Uncanny Dodge is, read the ability.
Okay. Hang on, I'll put it up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've been too generous, so it was pointed out to me. So there's people out there that they live and die by the rules, even if it kills you guys. Yep. So when they hit you with an attack, so this is technically a spell effect. So.
Well, then I guess
yeah.
I feel less bad about not uncanny dodging the other stuff.
There you go. All right. So.
But still, ow.
Yeah. All right. Then the creature, with the rest of its movement, is just going to sort of float over and float down into the pit a little bit, sort of blocking some line of sight, but not all. Let me double check. Let's see. Nope, never mind. The creature will simply float over to here, and just that'll be what it does. Okay. I had to check its MO essentially for how it likes to fight. All right. All these here grubbies begin swarming across the ground. Fortunately, they are very slow, Pietro. So they're going to have to move and dash to start making their way towards you. A veritable wave of worms begins just squishing and squirming their way across the ground towards you. All right. Let's see. As that thing's turned heads, the spooky eyeball worm creature is going to... yeah, let's see. That makes sense. It is going to use legendary action to cast a cantrip. It is going to use Eldritch Blast. So let's see. Its Eldritch Blast is a +8. Not the best setup monster sheet I've ever seen. Let's see. It is going to Eldritch Blast. I don't know. Pietro seems like a good target. Here we go. First one. Miss. Second one. Is that critical hit? Okay. And let's see what happens with the critical hit. Let's see. Each Eldritch Blast is a D10, so that's 2d10 force. Plus, we got to see what the critical hit card has to say. All right. Oh shit. Maximum damage. So 20 points of force damage from that one. Instead of just the 13. And then I believe double checking what spell level this creature is. Yep, okay. Okay. Let's see. Nope, it just gets the 3 beams. So here's the last one. 24, I believe is a hit.
3, I thought, was it 3 or 4 attacks? Because there was the 10, the 28, the 13.
Well,
the 13 was the damage. The 13 was the
damage. 13
okay.
was the damage. Sorry, this particular sheet, like, they gave it like cantrips, but didn't actually set up cantrip actions for it. So I should have checked ahead of time, but I didn't. All right, okay. So 24 hit.
Yes.
All right, and then you take an additional 8 points of force damage as this thing just lets go some nukes in your general direction.
Hey everybody, Crash here. I'm the DM. Our streamer, James, he had a power outage that knocked out the stream during the middle of this fight, so I thought I'd record real quick to let you know what happened. basically, this area right here hadn't fallen down. Big monsters came in, started breathing breath weapons for the heroes. Pietro leapt across the chasm and began to fight with this creature. This creature summoned a blanket of these creatures that proceeded to cover Pietro. He had about 7 or 8 swarms all over him. It was pretty crazy. Then he got critically blasted by some Eldritch Blast from this creature. Meanwhile, Pietro continued to fight like a madman, trying to get the grubs off of them. Some of them got under his skin, started to burrow towards his heart. Then, of course, the spooky pearlescent head creature popped out of hiding, shot Jenna with some magic, and she was teleported away to this room over here. So it took her a little while to get back and join the fight. During that time, Mr. Pearlhead was able to use Dominate Monster and was able to dominate Gertie the eel, who proceeded to nearly kill Afra. So it was pretty crazy. In the end, things kind of turned around, and I think that's just about the time when the stream picked back up. So hopefully I managed to fill the gap here with what has transpired. All right, enjoy the rest of the stream. Thanks.
Ooh, they're not looking good. I will. I feel like my decision here means a lot. I'm going to Dimension Door.
Okay.
I'm telepathically linked with Zolgramath. I'm in a Dimension Door right next to, like, I'm gonna go, like, right here.
Okay. Assuming that is within the 500 feet of the spell,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's within 500 feet.
Oh,
It's only
right.
150.
We would only know that through metagaming,
Oh,
but...
oh, that's so true. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't take that action then.
I was tempted to clone the map and send you to a map all by yourself just so that you wouldn't be tempted to do that, but...
You're entirely right. I wouldn't take that action because I would have no idea that that's how far away I am. I'm gonna take a gander at the door. I'm assuming this is the door here.
Yep, it is another one of those lead dwarven doors, similar to the last two that you encountered.
Okay. Afra has the key. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of like push on it. Is it locked?
Yes, it seems to be locked. Like you have been locked away.
Alright. I hate to do it. I'm gonna Dimension Door 10 feet to the other side of this door.
Alright, fair enough. There you go. On the other side of the door, you see stairs leading up into some rubble, and you see stairs leading up in that direction. And you are actually down at like the bottom of like a sunken room, so there are ramps that lead up to either side. The room itself is approximately, I want to say 30 feet by 30 feet square, with the corners cut off.
All right,
and there are continual flames that are burning in sconces on the walls.
Do I hear anything?
Yeah, I would assume that you hear the sounds of battle coming from the east.
Okay, then I won't roll a d2. I'll move my remaining 10 feet that way.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. As your turn ends, you hear the bloop, bloop, bloop of legendary action points fill up. As this creature's turn begins, there is a sudden and violent eruption from the remaining grubs as they splurp out into even more grubs.
Oh my god. What the?
Alright. The mage that's floating here just nods its eyeball collection in approval. And let's see. Alright. Once per day. Oh, 3 times per day. Alright. Oh, you guys are probably sick of this ability by now, but let's do it anyways. Gravik, go ahead and give me a no, actually, Gertie, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Okay. Gertie, if you could hop over to secret meeting real quick.
Okay.
This does not bode well. I think I will try mass healing word.
Does this guy blood eat or anything, or?
Well, you hit him, but we don't know the extent of the hit. And by hit him, I mean this guy with the many eyes.
This guy has taken no damage.
Oh, who's
Yeah.
this dude?
Yeah, that's a new boss.
Some like
So-
Mysterio looking motherfucker that like, was he the one who psychic blew us up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that is that. The grubbies. All right. The grubbies are going to go 1 and 2. Looks like only 2 of them could reach you. I'm really sorry about that, Pietro. So the others will climb on top of you, though. Boy, that's a lot. Oh my god. God, that's a lot. Alright, and then, let's see. The others will move closer. Alright. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh. I'm not sure if you've had to deal with these critters before, Pietro, but they are pretty gross. A pretty big pain in the butt. Here we go. 2 bite attacks. 1 and 2.
Both miss.
Both of those miss. Okay. You were just covered from head to toe in these writhing, hungry maggots. Gravik, to you.
Okay. Gravik is going to step to the other side of Afra protectively, and he's going to utter out a quick guttural beseechment to Baphomet and cast Mass Healing Word. Myself, Pietro, Afra, Garuda, I don't think it'll affect Gertie, but he'll choose Gertie anyways. We'll all receive 6 hit points.
Okay.
Not exactly a ton, but it should get Afra back on her feet.
How much damage?
I don't even know if you took any damage. I don't think
Oh,
you did.
you have not taken any damage yet. Whoever was controlling you must be an expert at Dungeons and Dragons.
Whoever controls
Or just play a
me.
flying shooter character.
And then as my action, I'm going to throw my javelin of lightning at this guy.
Okay.
I can't exactly remember how this works. I still roll a javelin attack, and then if it hits or something, it does the lightning?
That's yeah.
Yeah.
So everything between you and your target has to do the saving throw.
I think it's just me and it, but
Yep. So you hit, and let's see what that lightning damage is.
46.
Oh, thank you.
I hope it's not 46. All right. Yeah. 11. There we go.
46.
And I'm assuming there's a save?
I think you only have to save if you're in between it. If the lightning bolt effect.
Ah.
I'm not sure though.
I'll quickly pull up the...
Each creature in the line, excluding you and the target, must make a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, so it doesn't even do lightning to the target. Well, shit.
No,
okay,
it does.
so-
No, it.
On a hit, the target
No,
takes
on a
damage
hit,
from
the
javelin
target's-
plus 4d6 lightning damage.
Okay, there you go. And everybody else
Yeah.
gets a save. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay.
Um,
So that was 16 damage to it.
All right. There's explosion of worms and eyes. The creature slowly and steadily begins to reform itself. But it is struggling to do so.
Yay. Okay, that's all I got. That's
All
move,
right.
bonus, and action.
As your turn ends, this eyeball creature is to Yes.
You just became a robot again. I'm sorry, Crash.
Fuck.
Well, that came in.
You sound good
all right.
now.
Yeah, I don't know what
Kinda
is going on today.
It's intermittent.
All right. I've tried changing servers. I tried using hotspot. I don't know if it's like my connection to Discord or what, because I did a speed test. If my internet's better than it usually is, so I don't know. I don't know what the issue is.
I mean, you're fine now.
Okay. Let's keep going then. Afra, it's gonna take a shot at disadvantage of you on the ground as you're struggling to get up. So let's see how that goes. Let's see. Here we go. So you kind of start rolling around on the ground, trying to hit. 17 though. I don't know why it's giving it a bless. I don't know why it does that.
17 does hit.
All right, take 2 points of force damage. It will take another shot at you, trying to keep you down essentially. But that's only a
14 does not.
All right, and then it'll take one last one. This is like some gunslinging shit right here. 16. All right. So 1, 2, 3 explosions as it chucks 3 of its eyes at you, and they burst with force around you. You take a minimal amount of damage and somehow stay alive. You are immune to tinnitus since you suffer it constantly because of your friendship with Garuda. So the explosions have no additional impact on you. All right.
Hear explosions, you just
Are we
feel like it's popping.
are we ISIS? Are we the Archer crew?
At this point,
Mom.
this guy doesn't want to get left out of the fun, so they will use their thing to make an attack action. They see, let's see, yeah, they see a sweet boy up in the ceiling area here, Garuda. So they're gonna go ahead and take a shot at you with their psychic orb. So they launch an orb that looks very much like their head at you. It's kind of like very psychedelic in that way. Here we go. Maybe.
Very psychic-delic.
Yeah, psychic-delic.
Isn't the psych like Latin for mental or brain or something?
Here it comes. All right, this is a 19 hit.
That's the matches. Yeah, it hits.
All right, so you take a manageable 38 points of psychic damage as this creature's head essentially enters into your body/head and then reappears on top of its body again. It's really weird. But it's your turn now, Garuda.
Okay, let's feel like haven't been here the entire time. Both of these people have legendary actions, correct?
Yes, there are 2 bosses at once. This is a double boss fight.
Okay, so
one of them seems to be controlling a bunch of rock grubs and launching its eyeballs at you. And also made Jenna disappear after creating first a black hole and then a disruption of psychic energy. This creature, you've pretty much seen what it could do. It threw its head at you.
okay, so I'm gonna blow my load on this guy. So what
All right.
he does is he stows one of his pistols and pull out the boom bomb, and he shoots his first 3 shots at this guy with his pepper pots.
Okay.
2.
Oh, that's a critical hit. Let's see what happens.
He already action surged, if that helps.
Yeah, they were like, I know what Garuda would do. He'd use every available resource he has. So you used
a grip point.
Yeah, you used a grip point and your action surge already.
Okay.
All right,
my
let's
last
see.
shot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me see what happens with this piercing damage. Triple damage. Oh, damn. And it can't cast spells with semantic components. Oh, well, that's shitty. Yeah, so you you blast off its left hand and it's gone. So give me 1 extra bit of damage there for your pepper box. Just another D10. Okay.
And then for the last shot, I'm gonna use my DM inspiration for advantage.
Okay.
Use the violent shot. I use all 3 grit points. All 3 of my remaining grit points. So it'd be
All right.
extra D10.
Oh, this is dangerous. Your firearms misfires through the roof now. Okay.
That's the thing. The bloom doesn't have.
24 is going to hit. All right, so you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grit point. Very nice. So 39 more damage.
Sharpshooter plat to blue blaster. I like this. I like how you named it.
All right. You fuck this creature up. Unfortunately, because it is like an Eldritch thought construct, it is hard to tell if it is bloodied or not. But you feel like you did a lot of damage. Some might say over 100 damage.
That's Garuda's turn.
Okay. As your turn ends, double legendary action time. Eldritch blasts begin to be chucked out of this thing's cowl. They are going to focus on Pietro, the man made of worms. So
To be fair, I feel like if I'm gonna get hit by these things, then it should hurt the worms too.
oh,
'Cause
for
we have to
sure.
go through the worms.
Yeah,
to get
we'll
it,
kill a couple of worms. That's cool. There we go. You've become one with the worms, and the worms have become one
Apparently.
with you. Okay.
Fuck!
So you and the worms hold hands in solidarity as you feel your collective buttholes torn asunder. All right, let's find out what happens. All right. Oh, wow. Quadruple damage, and 3 items the target is holding or wearing are also affected by the damage of the spell.
Are
Ka-cha.
you kidding me?
I mean,
No,
I
it's
feel
what-
like that would be the worms.
Oh yeah, that would work out. I'll remove 3 of the worms. But you do take another 2d10 force damage. Here we go. So for a total of 23 points of force damage, 3 of your babies are destroyed. So that is very sad. So I'll move them out of here. 1, 2, and 3.
Picking them off like pepperonis on a pizza.
Yeah. All right. And you're still in there, right? You still alive? You still kicking?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse than it was.
Oh, yeah. No, it's fine. And I guess they'll take the 2 more shots. Here we go. 1. 17 doesn't hit, I think.
Nope.
And the last one was for Afra on the ground. 27 for 6.
I will uncanny dodge it to make it only 3 and
And-
still be alive.
Yes!
With 1 hit point. There you go. That is a great use of that ability. Whew. Okay. Then this guy with his head, Garuda, you feel targeted because the head's coming for you again. Here comes Psychic Orb. Unerringly drifting towards you. Oh, you were able to dip, duck, and dive out of the way of the dodgeball. It shatters against the wall behind you and reforms on the creature's body. All right. That brings us to Gertie. Check for breath weapon, I guess.
Yep,
And
Gertie's
do your
gonna
thing.
try to get her breath weapon back. We're hoping for a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Oh, too bad. Yeah, Gertie, she looks at Gravik. Let me look at her intelligence real quick. 14, that's
Gertie's
pretty
pretty smart.
good.
I feel
Yeah,
like this
let me
is that
see my
moment
reach
in
real
Home
quick.
Alone when Marv is on the ground and Harry's about to hit the spider, and Marv doesn't know the spider's there. He's like, "What are you doing, Gertie? Gertie, what are you doing? Don't no."
Yeah, she's gonna bite Afro.
Oh, okay.
But I'm blocking.
Got a 10-foot reach, buddy.
I mean,
Like I should have cover. 'Cause like,
Okay.
What?
You gain partial cover. Your AC increases by 2.
I'm super dead now.
Okay. That Gertie has bit you. Do a Constitution save to avoid paralysis. That'll be really bad.
I mean, does it matter if I'm dead?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not 100% dead. You're dying, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay,
Constitution,
well,
yeah. Constitution, Wisdom, and Charisma, and Intelligence, and all that. They happen passively. So, all right. So you are not paralyzed, but you did get chomped pretty hard. Anything else from Gertie?
Yeah, she's gonna position herself right here, and she's gonna tail slap Gravik.
Garuda, with your passive perception, you do see squirming in and out around Gertie's eyes are some worms. Like they're kind of like squirming out of the socket, kind of pushing the eye to the side, and then disappearing back inside. It's pretty disgusting.
Neat.
You're also pushed back 10 feet.
Oh shit. That would probably send you plummeting down into the river. That's hype as hell. Okay. Oh, good stuff.
wait, so no falling damage, no death fail.
No, the
Oh,
water.
kill
Yeah, the
you
water
all.
embraces you.
And should move 5 feet.
Jenna / Remy, the greatest PC killer to ever play Dungeons and Dragons. Please take DM inspiration for your yet again your stunning tactics of destroy your own teammates. So,
Look, I didn't have to control Gertie. I offered it up.
Yeah, I know. I like it. All right. As that turn ends, this creature nods its head in approval. And it just sort of drifts over to here, right up against the edge. And it is once again going to lob its head over at Garuda. 16 does not hit. You duck, dip, dive, and dodge again, avoiding the dodgeball of Psychic Doom. This one right here, I think he's out? I want to say he's out of legendary actions at this point. Yeah, he's out.
Yeah,
so
he shot it after twice and shot it Pietro once.
Yep. So that brings us to Pietro. Pietro, you are... I mean, you know, you're an experienced combatant. You, by now, have made a connection that this larva mage and these larvas are probably related to each other. So, maybe not directly, you know, but they hang out with each other, that sort of thing. So, also, you hear a loud sploosh. Gravik has fallen down the well. Afra is unconscious again, and Gertie has switched sides. How do you want to proceed? The only indication that this thing has been hurt is that it is struggling to keep itself together. It looks more like a pillar of worms and less like a dope-looking Eldritch horror.
I know what David would want to do. I'm trying to figure out what David would want to do.
This guy fresh as a daisy though.
Mess.
No, just kidding. He has holes blasted in him like everywhere. So Garuda fucked him up real bad.
All right. I'm gonna take attacks of opportunity and whatnot, but he's gonna run up to this guy here.
Okay.
He's gonna rage, bonus action rage, use up his last rage.
Okay, I think you've got 4 on your space still, even with 3 of them being killed. So let me just drop 4 0 damage attacks on you. 0 damage? That must be they're not a big deal. 1, 2, 3,
no,
4.
I'm sure they're a terrible deal. Shit!
All right. You feel something go into your body. Let's see. How many somethings? 2 somethings have gone under the skin and into the muscle of your body. Nothing bad's happening yet.
Well, this is now the 3rd crit I've been hit with today, so that's it. We're going reckless. We're just gonna have it out and hope that I can crit on this bastard.
Go for it. That is gonna hit. Let's see, minus the and nope, he takes the full poison. How does he die?
I just bring down the 9-life stealer and just sort of cleave him in twain, head to toe.
Swing. All right. Eyeballs and grubs go in 2 different directions as they just sort of wash along the ground. These, no longer controlled by their master, just sort of begin to disperse.
Do I feel the 2 maggots that made it under my skin? Do I feel them still there, or did they disperse?
Unfortunately, they have already begun their work of burrowing their way to your heart to kill you, and I would not want to deprive them of that. So they're going to still be going. I will say, Gertie, with a shake of her head, does seem to be of her right mind, unless she's fooling you.
Okay. In that case, I would like to... Let's see. Can I continue my run, since I sort of feel like I was running at the target raging?
Oh, totally.
Continue my run, leap across here, and then use my last extra attack on this guy.
Absolutely.
Hit him.
Absolutely.
Boom. And we're still reckless, so come on.
And check.
We're going to, and then I'm going to use a superiority die.
It will definitely be needed.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 is just shy of what was needed to hit it.
All right. That's all I got.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Zalgramath. Are you watching the fight excitedly through the door, or are you just chilling way? You're just chilling way back here, bro.
He chilled way in the back after getting blasted from the doorway.
I mean, I feel like he might be excited at a chance to kill Gertie.
Gertie's
I mean,
backwards, that's
he
it,
doesn't
and
know
the
what's going
telepathic
on.
link-
Yeah.
Well, no, he's
Okay.
telepathically linked. He does know what's going on.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, in that
that's
case,
true.
you can continue watching what's going on from a distance.
And Gertie in the telepathic league is like, I'm so sorry, guys. I got no choice. He made me
And
do
Soul
it."
Mouth is just going to be like, why are you apologizing? You did a good job.
Zalgramath, as a neutral, evil, oriented creature who is both selfish and narcissistic, you, I don't think, would have any problem slowly joining the fight. Wink. And you know, if there were dead dragons that needed to be eaten afterwards, I mean, that's just what happens. I mean, you're trying your best. It's a small dungeon. You're a big boy. You know, it's just trying to do what you can to help.
Well, he's seeing that things are changing, so he's not certain that he should come out yet, but he's watching with anticipation through everyone's eyes.
All right, fair enough.
Dodge.
What a douche. Okay.
He is what he is.
You hear the
When you haven't played any other way.
You hear the bloopity bloopity bloop of wisdom, which is this creature right here. It is going to try and roll a d6. If it gets a 6, it recharges its teleport your allies away from the fight and blow everybody up with psychic damage attack. So here we go. Oh well. All right, let's see. Okay. I guess if you're gonna melee with this dude, he will melee back. That works. Oh, I totally forgot to use its cool reaction ability. Oh well. All right. So yeah, Pietro, it spins its staff one-handed, and it's because it had its other hand blown off, and it will try to fight you. Here we go. It's 14 misses though.
Nope, 29.
Oh, right, because, yeah, all right, give me a Constitution save or become incapacitated by the attack. Holy shit.
18.
Ooh.
And I'm incapacitated.
All right. As you drop to the ground, realizing that Gertie is on the loose, it is going to, with its multi-attack, it gets two staff attacks on its turn. So it will just bring the staff down on you again, this time with advantage.
It had advantage before.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So 29. I think since you're incapacitated.
No, I don't even think he drops prone. Incapacitated.
Yeah, incapacitated. You can't take reactions. Actually, you can only stutter and stuff. So you take 11 bludgeoning and 16 psychic. And then the creature is going to just sort of drift over to here.
Okay. So, and I'm dropped, and then I can pop back at 1.
All right.
Nope, I'm down. I'm out.
Oh shit. Okay.
I already used my relentless endurance last session.
All right. Afra, saving throw against death. Jenna, unless Afra gets a nat 20. Oof. All right, Jenna, to you.
All right, I'm gonna move forward.
You can see the creature. The creature could, I guess, see you. It's hard to tell with Mysterio head.
Oh, I can see it. I thought the stairs. Okay, that changes what I'm gonna do probably.
Yeah, it's floating. So.
Or does it change what I'm gonna do? Alright, I'm going to move 30 feet. I'm going to move. I'm going to use my action to dash. Move 20 feet right up to the thing. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step. Fall into the water. I'm sure Gravik is moving along the stream.
At this point, he'd be like, being washed along. So you just kind of land on the Gravik raft.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Fair enough.
You can grab my horns and steer.
That's what I'm doing.
Steering the steer, eh?
Gertie, this attack is for you. From the
Yep.
Mysteria.
Orbio.
Yeah, Orbio. There you go. That's a horrible name. They're actually called. I think it was Wisdom and Insight, or Wisdom and Sight. Is the names of these creatures. But I don't think a 16 hits you.
Does not hit Gertie's natural armor.
Gravik, saving throw against death as the Gravik raft continues going down the river.
Rolled and failed.
Oh, okay, fair enough. At that point, you continue your journey down the toilet drain.
Yeah, and I'd like to go with him.
Okay.
Holding on.
Aw. All right. That brings us to Garuda, top of the round.
Garuda will fly.
Basketball head is still going.
Yeah, Garuda will fly over here. Nah, he'll fly on top of Afro protectively, even though he's still in the air.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Shoot, Orbia.
Okay.
Orbius.
Let's see. With that +1 bonus, that would bring it to a 17. So one shot hits the 21 damage.
Because I rolled a crit last round, I get 1 grit point
Mm-hmm.
back. And I'm gonna use,
Sweet.
Advantage. Where's that?
Okay.
Didn't you also defeat a deadly enemy?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't kill this guy. Pietro did.
Oh, you have to kill it?
Yep.
So I'm gonna get advantage of this one and use my last sharpshooter. Didn't even need it.
Oh, all right. How does it die?
I can think a platinum coin just shoots right through his head. All you see is just like a little.
All right.
Like it just cracks the orb.
Yeah.
Oh, as it does, the creature shatters into a pearlescent dust that just sort of everywhere.
Now I get my grit point back.
There you go.
And, that'll be my turn.
Okay, Gertie, to you.
Afra's by me, right? She's underneath me?
Yeah. No, she's
Alright,
underneath Garuda, but yeah.
Yeah, Garuda's right above you. Garuda's 25 feet in the air.
Can't even know. It looks like there's
She
a little
doesn't
thing
have
here that
medicine.
Gertie's on top of that says 20 feet tall ceiling.
So.
Oh, I'm thinking I'm the one that set him at 25, but yeah.
I mean,
it's,
I do
yeah.
have a potion bandolier.
You have a
and she
potion?
does have-
Alright, very awkwardly, with tiny little eel dragon hands. She's gonna open up the portal and then pour it into Afra's. Open up the potion and pour it into Afra's mouth. I think her hands should be dexterous enough to do that.
Her hands have been described as presidential in their size and functionality, but she does manage the task.
So she's convinced she's got massive hands, but they're very tiny.
Yeah, the biggest hands in the ocean. There's no hands bigger than her hands. She had a parade to celebrate her hands as the biggest turnout for an underwater parade about hands that ever happened in the ocean. So anybody that tells it differently is a fucking liar. So, all right. Gertie, strong turn. Afra, you are alive. The yo-yo of life and death, that is 5th edition, continues to toy with you.
Gertie killed me and now she brought me back.
Yes.
Yeah, and when she
that's how
brings you back-
friendship works in a campaign against Eldritch horrors. So,
I'm so sorry. I had no choice.
yeah, I like told Remy, I was like, you know why we're here.
Yeah,
like,
I did it.
you know, like this is what happened.
I'm just happy you got the dragon, not the wizard.
All right, so Pietro, to you. Your allies are being washed down the toilet until everybody is stabilized. We got to
Failed
stay in.
death. No, that's a succeeding death save.
All right, so 1 success. Okay. Zulgramath. It's pretty chill so far, but sadly, Gertie the Dragon Eel barely took any damage, or no damage the whole fight. It's kind of bullshit.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna slither back.
Also, Zulgramath, worth mentioning, as you move away from the door,
Yeah.
very much like motion sensor door, it shoink closes behind you.
Do I feel that it will open again if I get close to it, or no?
Probably not without the key.
Okay. Well, then that probably would have been closed a while ago.
Well, you were
That's
standing
all
right
I'm
next to
gonna-
it, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do I get my breath weapon back? Now I do.
Well, I mean, I think
Um,
maybe you could reach Gertie with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
I do wanna check, of course. Oh.
Well, no, he's more interested in seeing if he can chow down on some Gravik that he knows has fallen. So he's going to try and bust through this door here. You know,
Right,
let me
this is
make
your people. They don't have a burrowing speed, but they are diggers. They can dig. So out of combat, I will say you'd be able to dig through the frame of the door and make it big enough. In game, you're just gonna, I guess, start opening up the doorway a little bit. But yeah, it is a normal sized door. There's just no conceivable way for you to wedge all that hard packed snake scales through there.
Can I try and attack the door frame, or is it too?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
well-made
Yeah,
for me?
you're gonna start smashing this dwarven construction, but I doubt in 6 seconds it'll be enough to dig your way through. So, but you will be able to continue on deeper into the dungeon. So,
Okay.
all right, Afra, alive. I will say that each time you dip into unconsciousness this close to so much Eldritch horror, you feel closer and closer to She Who Hungers. You feel like the promise that was made will be kept, no matter what.
I
All right.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. And I'm gonna look around. And I'm gonna use the other half of my movement to sit back down and drink another healing potion.
All right. Let's see. Jenna, to you.
So, if someone didn't decide to be large, they'd be safely teleported out of the river. But because they're large,
Not exactly, because doesn't Dimension Door require a willing participant? And he can't be willing if he's unconscious? I mean,
well, the thing is
just-
I was gonna cast it at 5th level, and when I cast a spell at 5th level, it heals him. Because of my orb. Which is what I'm gonna do, but I can't take him with me because he's large. But I'm gonna cast Dimension Door at 5th level, right? And then
Okay.
that's gonna trigger my Orb of Generosity. So, I'm generously gonna leave him floating in the river with
This makes Zolgramat
7
even hungrier. He's like, oh, he's
with
getting away.
7 health. With 7 health.
He's marinating real good. Okay.
I'm gonna go right next to Pietro.
Okay. As Jenna, as your turn finishes, Gravik, you sputter to consciousness as the rapids kind of dip you underneath a cave. You are submerged for a second, and then you surface on the other side of the cave. Looking around, this room looks familiar. You see a small strip of your own fur 50 feet above you.
By the end of this, he's going to be a waxed minotaur.
No,
Some people
he's
are
not.
really into that aesthetic. Some people are really into that aesthetic.
He is going to. Do I want to do this? No, I don't. He briefly considers casting control water to push himself back the way he came.
That'd be hype as hell.
Do you like waterbend yourself? Like do the where they do the like typhoon?
But better sense prevails in regards to the use of magic, and he just kind of grunts and grabs onto the wall here where there's spider webs, and he will proceed to spend the next however long it takes him to climb up the friggin' wall and like literally like attach his arm to it firmly, you know, lift his other arm higher and then wrench his other arm off of the wall and essentially climb himself up using the webbing.
All right,
He's waxing his way up the wall.
So,
Pretty much.
the webbing's further up, so you would just be climbing the wall. So just go ahead and give me an athletics check to see if you could grab the wall and start climbing up. Assuming you do this successfully, we can leave initiative. There you go. Because I'm assuming by now there'll be enough action economy to save Pietro's life. So
You've got guidance turned on. That's what that plus whatever keeps doing.
That's fine.
all right, so you grip the wall and begin climbing
He guided himself before he climbed the wall.
Yeah, I guess that could be an action and movement. Sure. All right. So, whew. Well done. You have temporarily dispersed these guardians. So
that's for Pietro.
We are gonna assume that it takes about 10 minutes for Gravik to climb out and catch up with everybody else, and Zolgramath to dig his way through the door frame. So
can't get through this door.
Oh, I know it's closed. Oh yeah, that's right.
Gavik's gonna knock, like, kind of pound on the door just to let them know where he is, and then he's just gonna kind of slump down and sit and wait.
Zalgramoth is gonna slither up and he's gonna whisper, "Who is it? I hope it's."
I'm gonna shove past Zolgramath and be like, "Stop it!" And I'll open the door.
What, you would deny me my fun?
All right. It's so sad to think that the moon version of Zolgramath is so fucking dead. So, oh, poor baby. All right. Door
killed him?
He's dead?
Sorry. All right.
What a waste!
You dig and you dig and you dig, and oh no, he did some good stuff on the way out. He did some good stuff. All right.
So, short rest?
Effa. Behind this door, there's a chest. It could be a mimic.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There's
Do you
another
wanna
door
bring
here.
Mario back out?
Yeah,
and
I
have
wish
him
I had
check?
him the whole time. I'm gonna pull Mario out of his.
Should we short
pocket
rest
dimension.
before we continue?
I
mean,
have
we
no
can,
hit
but I
points
used-
left.
Yeah,
Hit die
I
left.
used all of my hit dice too. But we
Oh,
can. I'll
God.
get my.
All right.
one spell
Well, when
slot
I
back.
hear that, the power of Gatorade starts pouring out. We got a lot of Gatorade.
I don't care
I
how much
do-
Gatorade we have. We're kind of fucked up.
Yo,
I'm missing 100 hit points.
I bought a lot of fucking Gatorade.
Okay. I have used all of my healing potions that I have on me now.
All right. Let's start with Pietro.
Hey, Crash.
Should I use my last 4?
Can I use my second wind? Now?
Yeah,
It
you can
says
use it out of
bonus.
combat.
Okay, cool.
Yep, you can use that out of combat.
Yo, pro tip as a fighter: always use your second wind before you enter a short rest.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
get it
asking
back.
right now. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do before we do a short rest.
Also, do you have Pokemans soon, or are you able to play a little bit longer? Because I
Oh,
was
yeah.
gonna offer to play a
Yep,
little bit
okay.
longer since. Okay, since we had internet issues and power issues and everything else, so server issues.
Yeah, I
It's
can
still
play Orb
less
now.
issues than
The mobile
IRL
game
games, though.
is
So,
off.
all right. Aw, it's off completely?
Yeah, at least for me as far as
Aw.
school stream, I can't do both.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna try to short rest before we start
Okay.
chugging Gatorade.
Fair enough. During the short rest, there is a disturbing phenomenon where rot grubs begin to sort of just
Yeah,
One
do I
by-
feel those
one by
below the
one.
skin or?
oh god, we never settled that. Oh shit.
Yeah, because Pietro would know that they're there now that he's alive, and if they're
Yeah.
just
Well,
subdermal,
At the
I would
very
get
least,
up one of my knives and start like popping those fuckers out like the scare beetles from the Mummy.
Okay, so you're gonna
I would
need.
assist with that because
Yeah.
I've intimately experienced that.
All right, let's go down the chain of least horrible ways to deal with this. Can anybody cure disease?
No.
Don't we have
Everyone
heroes
turns
feast?
to the cleric.
We did have hero's feast.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
it makes
Does that do
you immune to
anything?
poison. I don't know if it makes. Does it make you immune to disease?
Well, this isn't a disease, but it's a spell that can get rid of it. Yeah, you are cured of all diseases, and you become
Nah.
immune to poison. Okay, in that case,
Oh wait, all that poison damage then from the mummies we shouldn't have been taking, should we?
they were dealing.
No,
Totally
it
forgot
was
about the hero's
necrotic.
feast.
They were dealing
Oh,
necrotic
it's
damage.
necrotic.
Mhm,
Ah.
mhm.
Necrotic
All right,
dust, yeah.
so they have to go the horrible routes, Pietro. Afra's been there before, so she does have to cut them out of you before they get to your heart. Suffice to say that you take quite a bit of damage as they wreck your innards trying to get to your heart. And Afra, go ahead, give me a medicine check. Even if you're untrained, I will say you advantage because you've had to do this to yourself before. Okay. You are able to extract the worms who die during the extraction. By the time you find them, they have bloated up in size, each one the size of a big-ass banana when you pull them out of Pietro's body. As they have gorged themselves on his innards. Fortunately, the blood of hero don't give a shit about no science, so you will pull through, Pietro. But
I hate to say this, dude. Do I pass out again since I've only got 5 hit points?
yes, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think you'll just keep passing out like during the process, and I'll just keep feeding you healing potions.
Oh, like an
So you can
IV,
wake-
like an IV
Yeah.
situation.
Will I just pour it directly onto his stomach, like where I'm pulling things
Yeah.
out?
God. All right. You get the turtle shell bathtub down here and just fucking fill it with healing potions. Pietro, it was bad. It was real bad. So when during the rest, you see more of these worms just start to kind of appear in different places. It's sort of an endless cycle of more and more of them are forming. There is also a sense that this well is a bad place, and you feel a horrible foreboding when you look upon it. This is one of the worst places you guys have ever tried to take a rest.
I'm gonna look at Jenna. I'm gonna say, can you detect magic and determine if the well is magical at all? Because if it's just a normal well, I have a scroll of shatter in an extremely precarious stone situation.
You see these
You and your
stones up there?
scrolls.
What if we just like collapse them into the well?
Yeah, I mean, you could totally shatter this well. It is old and grungy. It is not magical in any way. Would you like to collapse it?
Let's
I mean, you guys
And then
tell
if you
me,
want-
but I'm worried. Okay, I'll collapse it.
All right.
Well, why are you wasting the spell scroll? Why don't we... Does anyone have a hammer?
Don't let the warlock shame you. Don't let the warlock shame you.
I'm not trying to shame her. I'm trying to.
Warlocks need scrolls, okay? They need
I'm
scrolls.
just trying to
It's a
short
hard
rest,
life.
alright?
It's a hard
I
life.
I wasn't
They
trying to
only
knock the
have
spell
2
scrolls. Like,
spell
why
slots.
waste it?
When do they get 3? Is it like 11? Straight warlock levels?
I don't think they ever get 3
Don't they
spell
get
slots.
3? Don't they get
They
3?
get
I think
3.
they get
I
more.
think
They get 3.
they do get 3, but it's like at like 17
I thought they
or
got
18.
4.
It's real
No.
bad. It's a bad
I don't
life.
think it ever goes above 3.
No,
I'm
no,
checking
okay.
now.
So at 11 levels of warlock, you get 3 spells. At 17 levels of warlock, you get 4 spell slots.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I only
brag.
have
That's
7
brag
levels,
worthy
so.
right there. That's brag worthy right
Yeah.
there.
Alright.
Poor
But they're
warlocks.
all max level 5. Level 5. Alright, yeah, we're gonna try and short rest now that the well's
I was a
left.
warlock last night. I cast shield. I felt like the biggest idiot. I was like, well, there's 50% of my spells for the whole fucking fight. But the Hexblade part, that was good. Did a 72 damage critical at level 6. So that was nice. Thank you, Grave Cleric support.
So we
Yeah, you short rest. It's a bad feels place for sure. Zalgrabath, as you try to move further into the room, the floor just begins collapsing. You are going to have to do a walls and ceiling situation here.
Okay, well then he'll just skitter onto the wall and climb up the ceiling.
All right, let me destroy what your clumsy butts have already wrecked here. Here we go. All right.
I need 72 HP worth of HP potions. Gotta.
I
Nice.
need 80 something.
Look, Gravik will just stand on the edge here. You start pouring him down his throat, and he'll start peeing to make room.
Ugh, why have we gotten into the mechanics of this?
Alright. I'm just gonna look up how much to deal for and just roll the dice myself. Because using the macro this many times would be not fun.
I bet 10 potions would be a good start.
Well, if you just want to do average, so you don't waste time rolling, each healing potion would heal 6.
Well, we're
Right.
gonna do graders, so
2d4s. Oh, you're doing graders. Okay.
so you said you needed how
Reader's
much?
ice cream is the best.
I need 72.
Alright, we're gonna start with this.
I guess this would go too, Gertie, so you're going to have to move, because Zalgrabath took this whole fucking section of dungeon out. There you go.
Oh, that wasn't right.
We'll just float home.
Oh, also, you could fly, too. So once you got into the room and collapsed the floor, I guess you would just keep flying. So.
Well, yeah, but that requires using that magic item, right?
Yeah, that's true. You're trying to conserve that for something more important. Yeah, so just cling to the walls.
And I have no idea how many hit die Zalgrabath has left. I don't think he's used any.
Well, he has
rolling.
16. He has 16 d12s. So.
Oh, there it is. All right, heal for 59.
Look at all those ones.
Yeah, that's a bad 5.
That's fine. That'll
And
be
then Pedro, we'll just do 30 plus 30. Pedro, heal for 106.
For 106? Okay.
There goes all the graders on the party inventory. But I got more on my character sheet. Alright, Afra.
I need 82 to be back at full.
We took some damage.
Any chance I could get another 21? That'll put me back at full.
Look at these guys. Take 29, Afro.
Okay.
I mean, if you can't, you can't. But I have no more hit dice to use.
I mean, neither do I.
Actually,
I got fucked up by this before.
You guys had to kill me because I got
Econ-wise,
possessed.
like economy-wise, we got no more spell slots either on the party.
I mean, I'm back to full because Warlock.
Afro, heal to 35.
Okay, another 35.
Heal 35.
Okay, that'll get me, better.
Does
That'll get me
Zolgramath have hit dice to roll?
He does. I wanted to wait until we were done with bookkeeping.
Yeah, definitely start rolling this at dime. So that was 10, so I still have 2 of these.
Come on, why won't you? There we go. Eight. One.
You're adding his constitution too, right? Not just 31? Because each hit die he'd get the d12 plus his con.
I was just told that he had d12 for hit dice.
Yeah, but the
when
hit,
you roll
the
a
hit dice
you get your
mechanic
con
is
mod.
still going to add your Constitution modifier to each roll. So. Yep.
Then no, so that plus 4, so 4 times.
Oh, that was only 5 healing potions. We actually have so many more. Okay, so 28 to Zolgramath. Good, or does he have a bunch more? You need how much do you? Just take the 28.
I'm still working on it. Let me just use my hit dice before we start.
Oh, you also did 10d2 on that.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Man, chugging healing potions, it's weird. So it'll be 34. Damn, so many 2s though. It was actually pretty good 10d2. Yeah, so we have like Jenna's got like 22 more of these, so at this point, if you're like teetering towards the end. Okay, if you're like teetering towards the end. Alright, so that 32 is for you, Pietro.
Alright, then that was overkill, but he's...
Alright, then give the overkill to Afro appropriately.
Right.
So each 2d4 plus 2 is a potion.
So that'd be an 11. Each 2d4.
So there's 5 potions there.
Okay, so I would just need... I don't think there's any way to give the overflow to Afro.
Did you need all 5?
I had needed 21 hit points to get.
Alright, so
I think that would have been...
Just take it off. It's fine. We got plenty of potions. Afro, you can pretty much just roll them as you need them. We got like 20 left.
I'll do 1. That's 93. 1 more. That's 100. 1 more will get me to full.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink 2.
So 3. Oops, I did
How many
3
spell
healing
slots do you have
potions.
left, Jenna?
I'm doing alright. I have
Again,
1/3, 1/3, 1/6, 1/2, and 3/1.
I think we'll have to get all the way to the main gate and then create a shrine to Baphomet.
Yes, I
Go
mean,
back
I
into the
believe
surface and bamf back.
we still have what, like 3 days left
Yeah,
until
but I mean,
the event.
we're gonna
until
need
the
more
opening.
supplies. We can't just camp down here, and we're gonna have to go back.
I mean, we have to go back for the tub anyways. But the plan
Yeah.
was Shrine of Recall, teleportation circle back to the tower, grab the tub, recall back. But I feel like we can
if
keep
we recall
we can
back-
keep going a bit.
If we recall back, there's no Heroes Feast that day.
It would
Just-
probably be more worth it to skip the rest of the dungeon that we'll have refilled, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, good point. Where's this chest you were talking about?
It's in one of these doors. There's another door here too. It's in the door over here to the north. And then there's also
Garuda will let you guys know that his platinum doubloon is broken now. Until he can go fix it, don't expect that. Again.
Afra, can you open
Broken.
up this door? It's locked.
Oh yeah, I'll
There's also a door by
Head that way.
Pietro as well.
Also, Crash, did the guy that was killed over here, did he drop any of his loot?
He and his
That
equipment.
6 staff?
Yeah, he and his equipment shattered into iridescent pearl dust that you could collect some if you'd like. But you get the feeling. Give me an Arcana check. As a group. Again, I'm trying to shift over to party-based checks. So the best Arcana check, if there's 2 people traded Arcana, the best can be made with advantage, and then for every 3rd, 4th, 5th, etc. person also trained in the skill, add a +1 to the check. But it's essentially is a time-saving thing where the whole party puts their coconuts together, and that's the best check that we get.
Yeah.
I really like it. So go ahead and give me a part. Yeah, give me a party check for that.
Is anyone else trained in Arcana?
nope.
Nope.
Negative.
Okay. Can I
Okay.
get guided by Baphomet?
Baphomet loves Arcana. Sure.
Alright, so we'll roll Arcana. And we'll add a D4. A 6.
So the nature of these creatures, that their physical form seem to be more of a manifestation than an actual physical form. Reminds you a lot of your familiar and other summoned creatures you've dealt with before. The fact that when they died, they returned to more of a summoned material state. This is also very similar to the Yugalos and demons that you guys have fought before. It is your professional opinion that these creatures were summoned or created by some effect, which does leave the possibility that they could remanifest in a manner similar to a ghost or some other bound entity.
Got it.
Well,
Yep.
if they do, at least we can be prepared.
And this time we can try to banish them with the dagger that we were left. So they don't harm us again.
True.
Would you like to hold on to it, Afra? I have it right now.
Yeah, sure. Wait, do I have to attune?
I think we have the handout for it still. In Foundry, can you search as a player for handouts? Is that a thing?
I believe so, yeah. The
Thank God.
Crim's the dagger, this guy right here. It does require attunement. +2 magical dagger, 3 charges. When it damages a fiend or elemental target that is below 50% of its maximum health, you can expend 1 charge from the dagger to cast Banish. Saving throws against banishment are made at disadvantage. If the banishment is completed, the target cannot return to the current plane for 1d4 plus 300 years. The banishment DC is set by your int or charisma. Here's the good part of it. You could also expend 1 charge to get the benefits of a heal spell, self only. And then there's some sort of mysterious ellipses when you spend all 3 charges.
With the 16 Arcana, would I know if those creatures were either fiends or elemental?
Best guess is aberrations.
Yeah, okay. Well, someone may want to attune to this dagger if they have the available slots just to benefit from the heal spell. It's 70 HP you could put on yourself. And I say 70 HP, but I mean in game form, a significant amount of feeling better.
I mean,
yeah.
I could if I got rid of my the Ion Stone of Reserve.
We could give this...
It's less useful to me now because my spell slots are 4th.
We could give the stone to Mario or Gertie.
Yeah. Or,
They could hold
Gravik
spells.
even, maybe. Okay. Well, I will take the dagger then, and someone else can have the Ion Stone of Reserve.
I want to ask the DM first if he's alright with that. Because, like, I know some DMs are like, you're giving spells to familiars. I didn't give you a Ring of Spell Storing.
I mean, if it's a magical item and the creature has a attunement slot that's able to attune to it, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I could give that to Mario then.
Okay.
And I'm a I already resummoned Mario, but... Or we could give the dagger to Mario, and he could cast heal on himself and overheal for twice his HP.
We haven't used any of the Crimson Dagger charges, right?
We've used one. We used one for the Noble Succubus.
Okay.
Alright. Open up this door.
Okay, I will do so.
And Crash, I'd like to open the door I'm in front of once we, I guess, deal with Afra's door.
Right. Afra, it's identical to doors that you've seen before.
I will open it.
All right, you slide the key in, and the door opens, revealing a storeroom. Most of what's in the storeroom reeks of rot and decay, but there is a sturdy chest that has weathered all of the years.
I'm gonna firebolt the chest.
Oh, okay.
That's the best. I'd do the same thing.
All right.
Won't it just catch on fire though?
Eldritch Blast would be better.
As you're blasted the chest, small.
Firebolt doesn't set things on fire.
You might want to read the description. As you are blasted stuff, there is some smoldering wood. There is some jostling inside of coin and other objects.
I guess
do you do?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a mimic. If you wanna.
I don't know what you guys think I'm feeding my mimics. That as 11th, 12th level characters, you have to fear mimics at this point in your career. But I, on behalf of mimics everywhere, am flattered that you feel this way about them.
Look,
it's my fault, Crash.
It's called playing it safe.
I got it. I got it.
I've been feeling your heads with horror stories from Hero Quest.
This could be Dark Souls mimics. I mean, you are in a horror, Eldritch horror dungeon. So
yeah,
we could have
upgraded.
Oh yeah,
those giant legs.
Those spindly arms and legs. Okay. Yeah. Other than being smoldering a little bit from the fire and being jostled by the attacks, it does not seem to be trying to kill you. Nor does it have any sore feelings about you attacking it.
Mario's gonna go and open.
Okay. Amario, it is locked.
It's locked, boss. Maybe the little one can do it.
Okay, I will.
I like
think he
how
needs you.
the familiar's like Afra's small.
Jenna's small too, but like Jenna's big in Mario's eyes. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll go in and I'll try and unlock it with my key.
Okay. Let me check something real quick. Okay.
Pietro will come over and give assist with
Picking it.
picking
I'm
the lock.
literally just using the key.
Ooh, that's pretty
Oh.
fun. Okay. The key does not work on this chest.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
in that
yeah.
case, I will pick it.
Okay.
Let me. There we go.
Okay. As you attempt to pick it, because you are being assisted by Pietro, a 22 is going to be enough. You are able to pick the lock on the chest. Inside, you find a sack of assorted gems worth 55 gold pieces. You find a stone tablet that is inscribed with druidic runes. I know that you could read them because you have eyes of the rune keeper. Yes. You realize that this is a druid spell scroll. The spell is Spike Growth. And finally, you find a stylized silver raven. Jenna, this is a magical item.
I'll take.
Doesn't
10
she already
minutes
have a
and
silver raven
identify
that
it.
is also a magic item?
Probably. They're a very popular item.
I have a chicken,
Okay.
which I'm saving for the final. She
What
who
is
hungers in the deep
A
will
chicken.
fear the chicken.
This raven looks like a raven as imagined by a dwarf. So it's very stocky. It's got a big plumage around its neck area. It's got a very stout beak, thick feet. It's a hefty boy. It's the Apache helicopter of ravens.
I'll take 10 minutes and I'll ritual cast
Okay.
identify on it.
It is a standard issue silver raven, figurine of wondrous power. Should be in the compendium. Maybe. Nope. I might have to link it to...
Figurine of wondrous powers in there.
Yeah,
Piece
so
of
it's figurine of
figure.
wondrous power, silver raven.
It's my favorite one. Oh, OC.
I'm a big fan of the goats, to be honest. I like the goats. I had a character, because they don't require attunement, that was one of his spiels, as he was trying to collect as many Pokemon figures as possible. So, in an effort to ruin Action Economy.
I'll tell Afra to hold on to it, and I'll tell her the command word.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
And tell her what it does, which I posted in chat.
Can become a raven.
Yeah.
The statuette can become a raven, not you.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
It I guess really if we get separated that'll be useful.
Yeah, it'd be useful.
Aww.
All right. So, the rest of the stuff in this room has definitely been ravaged by time. So, you can smell like spoiled wine and ale that has gone far past its time. The bungs on these barrels have been, sort of compromised, allowing air and humidity to get in and ruin the brew. the crates, the ones that do contain like mining equipment and stuff, and construction equipment are okay, but anything that had like dry goods and things like that, they have since been root.
Yeah, I guess.
Crash, sorry.
Oh, this is an identical lead door to the ones that the key has been working on.
Okay, then if I'm assuming Afra does not want to relinquish the key, so
Well,
we'll call out to her and say, "Could you open this door, please?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and before you go, do you want to like group investigation this, like look under the rocks,
yeah.
make sure we're not missing anything?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's see that party check. Best
Okay,
investigation. Who's trained? That's the first step.
What's
Me
your?
and Jenna
I'm
both are.
trained.
Yeah,
What's your
yours
investigation?
is slightly better than me. Mine's a +6.
Okay, so we'll do 9 with the guidance of Baphomet.
Oh my God, Larionis, your idea for the spreadsheet, it has the extra benefit of switching over to private roles will be super easy because the GMs could just have the spreadsheet open in another window while they're playing, and they always know what everybody's skills are without having to snoop on character sheets all the time. Yeah, you don't have to ask or open up people's character sheets. Yeah,
that was kind of
Yeah.
You just got prompting.
Okay, a 16 investigation. You do start to kind of give the room that once over. You do find something kind of cool. You find a little 8-inch tall dwarven robot.
Is it magical?
It has a little amulet around its neck. It looks like the amulet can be removed, and it is magical.
Before I remove it, can I cast Identify on it?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, then we'll take another 10.
Okay.
And Identify.
This is a mechanical torchbearer. It is a tiny construct that will obey the commands of whoever is wearing or holding the amulet. Essentially, its only purpose in life is to carry torches. That is what it does. It can hold
Realms flashlight.
Yeah, it can hold 6 torches at a time, and it is smart enough to light new torches off the old ones as their duration wears out. In a darker dungeon games, this would be a dope-ass magical item. In a higher magic game like this, it's more of just a fun present to give to a low-level adventurer who does like a fetch quest for you, I guess. But it's pretty cute. Yeah, but unfortunately, the limitations of its programming, all it knows how to do is walk, carry torches, and light torches. That is all it's capable of doing.
Alright, I'll put that in my bag of holding.
Okay, and it's only as fast as an actual dwarf, so it only has a 25-foot speed.
This is adorable, though. Happy we found it. We'll put it on the boat. It'll walk around and light stuff up.
That would actually be a great place for it. A little mascot, little robot mascot. Yeah. It kind of, like the description of it reminds me of that scene from Rick and Morty where the butter robot asks what its purpose is, and Rick's like, to bring me butter. And then the creature looks suicidally sad afterwards. Like, that's kind of the deal with this thing. Like, what is my purpose? To carry fucking torches. That's what you do. That's your existence. All right. As you approach this door and insert the key, the door stutters and starts to open. It jams a little bit, and then finally opens all the way. Maybe. Come on, Roll20. Let's do this together. We'll use the arrow keys since you're upset about the mouse. There you go. Okay. What is revealed beyond is a 20-foot by 20-foot room with the floor falling away, the rushing sound of the river down below, and 2 mummy cocoons. They do not seem to be disturbed yet, despite the door making the chunkity sound as it opened.
So I feel like I would immediately close the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you have noticed with these doors is once they are opened, they stay open until people leave, and then they reclose themselves because the doors disappear to the framework of the door frame.
Then I'm gonna shuffle everyone away.
All right.
With
Fair
a
enough.
Nope.
There could be something in there. Why not kill them and find out?
This is the person
they
that did
hurt
take any necrotic damage from
They
that
hurt
horrible.
They're vulnerable
right.
to fire. I could just fireball it. Oh,
That's
it's a
true.
waste.
Then perhaps you should come over here and do that.
I'll go
Okay,
first.
fine. I will reopen the door, and then I'm going way the fuck over here.
Okay, you open the you ding dong dash that shit. Got it.
Yup.
All right. And then you chuck an actual fireball in there. Give me the damage on that actual fireball.
Okay. Probably not the best use of spell slots I've ever used, but
I could just shoot him.
it's not like I'm hurting on spell
And I
slots
just
or anything.
want to see the whole room burn.
I want to 100% clear the dungeon.
Don't you want to have a me
This
moment?
is the final
There is
dungeon.
no I in team, but there are 6 eyes, and fuck it. I don't care how big the room is. I cast
All right. It blows up. They're gonna fail their dex saves because they are essentially sleeping. And they take double damage from fire. So a horrible necrotic dust fills the chamber, along with the smoke. It comes roiling out into the hallway. You guys duck down to avoid the smoke, and eventually it disperses, revealing the room. All right. You could do an investigation if you want of what's left after the explosion.
Yeah, we will.
All right. As you pick through the blasted bones and burnt webbing of the room, you do notice that when the fireball went off, there was a bit more crumbliness of the floor here. The only thing of interest that you find is there is a silver ring that sort of survived all of the blasting. It is still attached to the finger bones of one of the dwarves. Maybe 5 gold tops. Just a silver ring, not magical.
5 gold for a spell slot. Not bad. It's we're moving up. There's a staircase over here, but it's blocked.
Oh,
Do we wanna
it's collapsed, but you can still climb over it if you would like.
Okay, I'm gonna go into Mario and start climbing over it.
Okay. It's easy enough for Mario to
fly
fit.
over.
Medium creature could also fit over the debris as well. As he takes the right-hand turn, he does see that the staircase has long ago collapsed, leaving behind precarious parkour challenge style jump spots to cross the chasm. Down below, you hear the rushing of the river.
I'll fly across.
Okay. You see a door that could be best described as a boss door. You also see 5 ominous statues that look like they are crafted from metal, made to look like suits of armor. And then on the far side of the room, you see a brazier burning brightly with magical fire, and you see a door on the southwest side of the room that is lead and a bit more subdued than this ridiculous ass boss door that you see. I will throw the boss door up for purview.
Mario's gonna fly back, and then he's gonna fly all the way around here and go take a look what's over here. So we can decide.
I was about to say, because Solgramath is just climbing on the ceiling, and I was kind of curious.
Okay. Yeah,
Right,
busted
he is
stairs.
invisible.
Connect that boss door.
Sure.
I do see enemies, or potential enemies, or potential allies.
You see hard-working, salt of the earth hobgoblins. They look worn the fuck out, if I'm being honest. Working down here is definitely taking a psychic toll on them.
Alright, he is invisible and stealthy.
Mhm.
So he's gonna go and he's gonna go a bit closer. Let me know when you want me to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna try and go past him. How tall is the ceiling?
In this area, it is only 10 feet.
Alright, he is at the ceiling. He's flying on top of the ceiling.
Sure.
I think it's only 100 feet. Let me double
There
check
is in
real
this
quick.
room a pair of double doors that goes that away. And there is a passage to the southwest, the northwest, and a door to the north.
I need to read Find Familiar real quick. It's 100 feet range, right? That you can do
And that you can do the go into a coma and see through your familiar. Yep.
Okay. Then he's just gonna keep going and respond telepathically. And he's gonna try and fly past them. To there. And then he'll turn around and come back.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage, just to kind of see if they noticed anything.
14.
Okay. It's one of them Skyrim-esque moments where one of them's like, "Who's there? I could have sworn I heard something." And then the other one's like, "Must have been the wind." And everyone sort of looks around, realizing that they're fucking underground, and they just kind of shrug. I want to play through Skyrim again. Ugh, I miss that stupid game.
Yeah, you should wait because there's a group of people that they're making a Skyrim MMO, and like it's still in like early alpha, but it's actually works and it's actually fantastic.
Nice.
And then
if I play it again, I wouldn't play the actual story. I'd do like a fan-made campaign, play through that. So.
All right, yeah, and so Jenna's gonna be like, "There's hobgoblins up above."
Mario
feel
says
like-
they look sad. I mean, I could go talk to them.
He said they look tired.
Well, hobgoblins, we do not have a good track record with hobgoblins. Not that they would know, but
Not
if they are
all
slaves.
hobgoblins know each other.
Right.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
That is not what I was getting at, Afro. Why are you assuming I'm... That is not what I'm getting at.
Damn.
So
Besides,
I'm
there
a-
were no survivors from that. I made sure of that.
I'm racking my super high intelligence brain to try and
Mhm.
figure out how hobgoblins would have gotten here and why they would be here and who they would be working for.
Okay.
Um,
Why don't we do a party intelligence check? So make an intelligence check with advantage.
I'm a roller.
You can't really have, I guess, training in intelligence. I guess if you had, saving throw proficiency, that's how we would handle that for a party check. Either way, it does occur to you that there is a river flowing through this place. Maybe they came in with the river.
Let's capture them and ask them why they're here. Get them to tell us all their answers.
Yeah, that sounds
Jenna-
good to me.
Jenna kind
It
of
also-
urges everyone over.
It also sounds like a perfect place for us to stop and continue next week. With you guys deciding to capture these poor hobgoblins who are way out of their fucking depth here.
and figure out what the hell's going on here. All right. Sounds good. Good work, guys. Double boss fight, never easy, especially against psychic horrors. So well done, well done. Let's see. Yeah, I would say you guys are on track to finish this thing up in two more sessions, which is pretty damn exciting.